Lamau. My dumbass, alright. Okay. I guess I gotta do this now. Also, I forgot to turn supers back on after the Civ collab. Guys, if you want to send me some fucking money, you gotta refresh the page. I'm fine. I just I choked down a load of noodles really fast. I'm not sick, don't worry. I'm okay. Hi everyone, I missed you so much. It's really, really nice to see you again. Miss Scuffed. Listen, it literally said like, oh, correct, and then you know, the last time I tried logging in on 1.20 and it worked. And it was like on the surface, it said like, oh, no, don't log in, you know, like you can't. And then this one I had to try and actually log in. So that fucking sucks. All right. How do I do this? Oh, this is brilliant. This is just brilliant. Don't you guys love the sound in this booth? Isn't it so great? 1.19.4. There we go. Listen, there's no other sound right now. Just me. It's just me. Thanks for the super gene. Thank you very much, Mars. Hi. I missed you all so much. I'm back. And I want to say thank you so much for all of your patience. I'm really sorry for taking so much time off. I mean, I shouldn't apologize. Holy shit. I've not been. Okay, you guys are in for a treat now. Look at this. Olive and K. Kathy, thank you so much. Listen, look at this. They've got. I remember they told me who is it? Was it Ibrahim Senpai was building a massive lobby. I hadn't checked it out yet. Oh, Tozumi Sacho the Great, the ID gate, the JP gate, the world, the KR gate, and then EN. I never seen this before. What the hell? What the hell? Thanks, Celeste. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Luluel for the Akasupa. Thank you so much, Ming Ming. So, thank you very much. So, today I wanted to play some Minecraft because I haven't played in a while, and I wanted to chill out because there's lots I want to kind of update you on and lots I want to talk about. And I figured that like getting the old outfit out, you know, and just going for like a nostalgic Minecraft stream would be sort of therapeutic in a way, because I definitely need a little bit of downtime. I need to kind of get into figure out how best to keep streaming and how to keep making everybody happy, but also in a way that's like healthy for me. So yeah, it's weird. You know how we're gonna start this? Son of a bitch. We're gonna start this like how I always do. It's eerily quiet when there's no music, isn't it? We gotta get my music on. If only there was a fucking way. If only there was a way of looping music in this game. There you go. Classic tunes. Classic Vox Akuma tunes radio. Yuki, thank you for the Akasupa. Jake, Kendra, thank you so much. Nana, thank you very much. I miss you too. Brr! So yeah. Minecraft. There's not much to really say about the game. I'm just gonna. Oh, I forgot. I'll get around to it another time. I don't give a fuck. I ain't give a. Maybe I should give a shit. Maybe I should. Yeah. There we go. Maybe I should give a shit. Do I have any torches? I don't. Fucking balls. I always forget these things. Ooh. Light work. Is that... Excuse me, sorry. Is that light work for the king? Excuse me. Never mind. I was lying. I was fucking lying. Turn that music down. That's a bit much. That's a bit much for me. Thank you, Shining, for the super. I miss you too. I always miss you. Thank you, Sunny. I missed you very much as well. So, what's been going on with me? Well, I've been relaxing mostly, you know, trying to sort of take a load off. It's not every day that your doctor tells you that your body is having an extreme adverse reaction to the effects of anxiety and stress. I never thought I would really get there in my life. I've never really been so stressed that I've had that before, but good lord, was it ever a little scary. I mean, okay, so here was my thought process, right? This is what I was kind of dealing with. So over the past like week or so, before I sort of went to the doctor, I started having like a ton of mainly chest pains, like sharp stabbing pains in my chest. And obviously my immediate thought was, oh, I'm having a heart attack. And it was definitely a little scary. And it went on for a few days because they weren't bad enough to immediately make me worried. But it was bad enough to the point where I was like concerned. And it was sort of random places where it felt like there were lots of veins clumped up, you know? Random places where I thought there were a ton of veins. And so it made me think like, oh, I'm getting a blood clot. Oh, my artery is getting clogged with a load of shit or whatever it is. Like, I was just worried for my health. So I spoke to the doctor and they said, listen, guy as healthy as you. And I was like, all right, you know, the doctor was putting the moves on me, but I was like, but she basically just said, listen, you are just stressed. And I thought, well, damn, you know, and it made a lot of sense to me because I think like some days, especially with like a really rigorous schedule, I like having a rigorous schedule because it sort of feels good to be like, yeah, I'm working hard. You know, I like that. But there are a lot of mornings where I will wake up and I'll realize like, wow, I put something on my schedule just to fill up the day that I actually didn't really want to do. And I would, you know how many times I'm like late for stream, you know, how many times I'm late for stream. I'm just like, it's because I'm in bed and I've just woken up like an hour before I'm supposed to start. And I'm like, oh God, I don't want to do it, you know? And I need to do less of that. I think that like, because there's never been any sort of guidebook on how to be me, you know, it's all brand new. I've just sort of been trying to put myself in a position where I feel like I'm doing my best, but it's really difficult when, you know, no one's there to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. No one's there to tell you what's too much. It's weird and it's very difficult. So that's sort of what I was dealing with. And so I decided to take some time off. I had a really nice time while I was taking some time off. I met up with Akumama. She came to stay with me for a little while. We went, she stayed with me for a couple of days. Spent a little bit of time with her, which was really, really nice. I took Akumama to get some really nice sushi, and she had never tried sushi before, and I don't think she was terribly won over by it, to be honest, which is surprising to me. She's sort of, it's interesting. She's always kind of like not worried about whether or not she should or shouldn't like something. So so I took her for some sushi, and it was like proper, really expensive, like nigiri sushi, and I really, really liked it. You know, I did my typical thing of like just covering it in wasabi. That's just how I enjoy it. And Akumama couldn't really get into it. They had caviar there as well, and she said it wasn't bad. She just like, what's all the hubbub about this? You know, it's not amazing. And I was like, fair enough. And then I took her to see Spider-Verse. It was the third time that I had seen it. And I feel bad because she said she loved the animation, but that she couldn't really follow the story all that well. And I don't really blame her for this, because in the fucking showing of the film, there was this little dumbass kid. There was this little kid, this entitled fucking ass kid, and his uncaring parent who just gave him a subtle shush every once in a while, who only during scenes where it was quiet and they were talking about the plot, when he'd go, I'm tired. What's going on? I'm thirsty. If you take your kid to a movie and the kid starts talking like that, take them home. Get a babysitter and go see the movie another day. The fact that the dad, the most that he did was like, shh, shh. I was so mad. And I lost track of the plot sometimes because I was just in my head. I was like, grrr. I was just so mad about the whole situation. I've realized that the best time to see a film that you really care about is not opening night, because you get a packed cinema and the chances of there being an asshole in the cinema is much higher. I would say it's when I saw Spider-Verse the first time. It's a couple of days later. Couple of days. That's when all the sane, normal people think, right, I have time to see a film today. But it's not when there's that mad rush of hype. But it's also not too late, so that, it's not too late such that you get random fuckos who don't care and say that, like, oh, I'm just going to go to the cinema to chat with my friend, because they don't understand how distracting and awful that is for other people. But yeah, so that's what I did with that. And then while we were hanging out, I decided, you know what, I wanna stream tomorrow, and so here I am. Spoilers are big. Oh fuck, yeah, God. Don't wait too long to get spoiled. I started seeing Spider-Verse spoilers on my Twitter like the instant I got back from the film. I went at the right time. Guan Yu Chen, Mew, thank you so much. Midnight Tsukino, Shilik, thank you so much. Tian Tian, thank you. Remy for the Akasupa, thank you. Morlin, thank you. Candy, Holy Jolly Paka, and Kukumiao, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Michiko, thank you so much. Huma, thank you. S-Tang, Hakuma, Fern, thank you for the Akasupa. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yukine, Akairi, Okairi no Soi, thank you very much. Tadaima. Azumi, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see you again. I missed you too. Kuroneko, thank you very much. Sasari, thank you very much. I missed you all so much. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. My chest pains feel much better. At first, when they told me that, I didn't believe it. Like, when they told me, like, yeah, you are having these pains because of stress, I was like, pah. I was like, no way. I was like, I must be having there's no way stress can cause pain this bad. And then the instant that I sort of started thinking about it and thought about, okay, maybe I shouldn't stream today, the instant that I acknowledged that, the pains kind of went away. And I thought, oh, I am stressed. So it was really good to sort of like become aware of that. And I'll be honest, like, I feel bad because it came at such a bad time. Like, when I've sort of been having all of these doubts and confusion about what it is that I want to do with my content and stuff, that might be a little bit anxiety-inducing for some of you. Suddenly, me needing to take more and more breaks, I feel bad, man. I feel really, really bad. Because even though it's, like, good that I took a break, and even though it's good that I'm sort of reevaluating stuff, it's like I said in my tweet where I announced that I was kind of taking a bit of a impromptu hiatus. It's the fact that, like, you know, I'm here to be an entertainer, and following an entertainer shouldn't make you feel full of anxiety all the time. Like, that's probably not good. But I also have to recognize that it's also in the nature of being a VTuber who has a lot of fans that are very much attached and feel like a part of a community, that sometimes negative emotions are just as a part of the milieu, I guess, as positive emotions. And that's fine. Sweet Cat, Olive K, Mary Lively, thank you. Yeah, Bing, thank you so much. Caddy Kane, thank you for the Akasupa. 1.5 debut anniversary. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. Really well, thank you very much. Very baby, thank you very much. For Family, thank you very much. Tang Tang, thank you very much. It is very natural. It's just one of those things that I have to come to accept. And the good news is that while I was away, I was still working just on different things. So I've had a number of interesting ideas for streams to do once I get back onto schedule, which I imagine, so maybe next week I will try and have a limited schedule, maybe 4 streams, maybe 3 and a members. I think that would suit me. Because members streams never feel stressful for me. They always feel pretty good. Always makes me feel relaxed. But if not, the week after that, I'm actually going on a little trip. I'm going on a little trip to meet up with some people. So that ought to be fun. I've been planning it for a little while, so hopefully that'll be pretty exciting. But then I'm only being gone for a week, and I'll be back after that. And I might stream while I'm out there as well, because I'll bring my laptop and stuff, so it ought to be pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I've been working on stuff, so I have a lot of interesting ideas for streams. I want to do the day in the life of Vox stream where I get my camera out and I make like a film very far away from where I live, so it's like safe and stuff. I've had this idea that for a long time I've wanted to go just for one day, maybe one overnight stay and then go home. I want to go to Scotland. I've only been to Scotland once in my life. I want to go north to Scotland, and I want to go on like a proper whiskey tasting tour, you know. And I'm thinking like maybe just having like a little making a film with my camera where I wear gloves and I have like my brown coat on or something. Well, and I just kind of sit there and taste whiskey with you, and then I can do some shots of the landscape and stuff like that. I'm really interested in doing that, but it would take like a few days off for me to like get all that sorted. And I also need to still buy a battery for my camera. So yeah, thank you very much for the Akasupa. I'm so glad you liked it. Sapphire, thank you very much. Thank you, Adididi. Really, really glad you guys like the voice pack. By the way, anyone who hasn't bought it yet, the June Bride voice pack is super, super hot. You definitely need to buy it. Rem, thank you very much. Black Crown, Yui, thank you very much. Nish, thank you so much. Saki, Dro, thank you very much. Suika, thank Thank you so much for everybody, and thank you Porei for the gifted, and also thank you very much to everyone who gave a ton of gifted during the Civ stream as well. But what else was I working on? So outside of streams, fuck off, lads. What you doing? What you chatting about? Not now. I'm in the middle of streaming. Fucking Facebook. So yeah, what was I working on? Yes. So like I've mentioned before, I have been working on a script so that the law project that's coming out is fairly long. I'm predicting about 40-minute runtime. Ooh. Hello Treacle. Predicting about a 40-minute runtime for that. I'm really proud of how everything's turning out so far. really proud of everything. Yeah, it's gonna be. I want to make it feel like a film. I'm not gonna. So I'm calling it a lore project for you guys because that's how it's easiest to refer to it before I tell you what the title is, and the title will not be announced until very close to when it is released. When I do start properly marketing it all over the place on Twitter and stuff, I'm not gonna call it lore. Because I think that lore is very much sort of caught up in the trappings of VTuber tradition. It's just kind of a word that we use. I'm just going to refer to it as a film. You know, it is a short film by Vox Akuma, and that's what it is. I'm not out there saying like, oh, brand new lore coming out with you know, like some people would say, oh, new lore with my outfit. Something about that. I'm not that I'm judging anybody. Like, you know, you can feel free to run your business in any way you want. But I think that in order to, you know, let's just stop following a lot of different traditions and let's try and sort of improve on things in a way that makes them more easily digestible for people outside of this niche. And that's what I want to do. So I'm getting a poster done. So the first time that you see like more details about it will be when you see the poster pop up on Twitter, and that'll include a cast list, and it'll include a release date and a title and a sort of a synopsis and a sort of a log line as well. So I'm very excited to get back into that sort of thing. But like I was saying, that lore project is going, and I am right now working on a script for a longer film. It's one that in the past, my idea was to tell the story that's in that script. I was going to tell it scattered through multiple different things, like, you know, a cover here or an original there, or, you know, a little comic here and something like that. But I've decided that it's so coherent that it needs to be all one thing. So I've been working on that a lot, and I have the whole outline of the plot is essentially done, and I've started on like the first few scenes in the script, and taking so much time away has really given me time to like meditate on what will make it good. And I think it is going to be very good. The fact is, my hope is that I can find some way of getting it funded. Whether it's through investors, I guess, or like producers and stuff like that, or whether it's through some big subathon where we crowdfund it. It's going to be very expensive, not something that if I put all my money together that I could afford to produce. So I'm thinking of ways that I can sort of effectively monetize it so that it becomes sort of lucrative enough that some people may want to help me make it. And all sort of done, you know, the whole philosophy behind it is with the idea of sort of breaking the niche. So I want you to imagine something, right? I want you to imagine a world where you had no idea what a VTuber was. You've got no clue who I am. You've got no clue what NIJISANJI is. You don't know about any indies. You don't know about Hololive. You don't know about any of that. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you've sort of like heard it in passing, like you've seen a couple memes or tweets or whatever it is, but you literally don't know what it is. And then you go to your local cinema one day, you're going to go see some other movie, and you see a poster. And you're like, wait a minute. Isn't that the guy who did that thing? Isn't that... I've seen him. What's that doing there? And then suddenly, even though you would have never considered the legitimacy of VTubing as an art form before then, just because you hadn't thought to, suddenly seeing how its influence on the real world, that guy's doing a movie, suddenly you decide on a whim, maybe I'll go and see it. And I think that, now this is brilliant, right? This is brilliant. If I tried to tell any sort of authority that my life story is real, being 400 years old, being an ancient demon with a penchant for voice powers and swordplay, I don't think they believe me. But as it turns out, there is absolutely no law against telling people in a film that it's true. You can make up a load of bullshit and say it was based on a true story, and that's completely okay. Within the world of a film, you can say that it's true. So imagine this. Imagine you're watching a film about Vox Akuma, and you're like, damn, this is pretty cool. And then at the end, it says it was written and directed and starring by the guy who, this anime character who's in the film. What? Huh? How does that work? Would you not go and then do some research? Like, how is that possible? What does that mean? I just think that that's like such an incredible like marketing hook to bring VTubing into a new world, you know, to show, because like I've said before, the whole idea is that it's you're watching your favorite TV show, but then you get to hang out with the main character afterwards. It's an extremely ambitious concept, and there's a good chance that I may never get to do it. But I just think that it would, I keep saying this word over and over again. I want to, in the eyes of the mainstream, I want to be able to legitimize us and to show that we're not just streamers of a different flavor. You know, we have so much more potential, and I think that we can work hard on stuff like that. So I've been working hard on that, and I've been feeling unstressed because I'm very excited about it, you know? Thank you very much, Nyanya. Thank you, Elvira Bayfield. Thank you, Me. Thank you for the X Super. Thank you so much. Wetbag. Thank you, Aura. Absolute Cinema. So fucking true. It's just plain Kino. Hidiva, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Toya, thank you. Gu. Kumia Vixen, thank you very much. Mueko Ame, thank you so much. Ling Yan. Allison, thank you so much. Baba 2.0, thank you. Moyan Chen, thank you for the Super. I'm very excited to see you too. From Dowdis, thank you very much for the super. HE, thank you very much. Oh, we got Minecraft music coming on. I got a DJ. Have you guys tried that fucking AI DJ they've got on Spotify now? It's really weird. It's like, I like the concept, you know? I like the concept of an AI that learns your music taste and is like, hey, today, I got it on my Spotify. It's this AI DJ where they gave him an AI voice like a DJ, you know, and he says like, hey yo, first up, we got this song that you've been listening to, you know, we're gonna it's falling out of your rotation. I'm gonna put it back in today. This is something like this. It's kind of interesting because it does like sort of give you an interesting selection of music if you can't think of what else to listen to. But the thing is, I don't want to listen to a weird AI man interrupt my music every now and again. It's real. I think it's more like sensationalist than anything else. It's like, oh, AI DJ, whoa, you know. It's an interest. You can't turn the voice off. I mean, I haven't checked yet. But it's definitely interesting to imagine like sort of this concept. On the subject of AI, very happy to learn that in Japan there's some legislature that that AI art can only use sources that are public domain. It should have been the case should be the case in every other country from the beginning. But it is such a shame that even if you cast off the plagiarism aspect of AI art, it still has the unfortunate caveat of people wanting to use it to replace actual artists, you know? So even if it's not plagiarizing, it still represents a massive issue, you know? I saw that they've added AI generation to Photoshop now. You can do it in the Photoshop beta, and what's nice about the Photoshop one is that it only learns based on what's in Adobe stock. So that means that if you want to sell stuff on Adobe Stock, you would have like already signed something that says, yeah, I'm fine for my work to be used. And it's so much better than just plagiarizing it from random people on the internet who don't want their work used that way. But it still has the connotation of, yes, some Hollywood, some graphic design bigwig is going to say, well, why do I need a graphic designer when I can just type a bunch of words into Photoshop and have it make whatever I want, you know? Something really interesting that happened in the UK recently was that they're trialing this thing called universal basic income, which my mum used to talk about a lot as sort of being this big new idea. It was like a good 10 years ago or something. And it's been trialed. There are like 50 people in the UK who are being trialed on this idea that they will get £1,600 a month for doing nothing, just basic. That's why it's basic income. It's just underneath what you would work to earn. That's what you get. And I used to think that it would be a bad idea. I used to think that it would kind of discourage people from seeking more for themselves. But now that we're sort of hitting a point where technology threatens to replace not just manual careers but also creative careers, it might actually be for the best. You know, it might be for the best to make sure that everyone can, you know, even if you're short of work because AI has replaced you, you can still afford to live. It's a real fucking dystopia, isn't it? To imagine that, you know, in the eyes of big corporations, that creative people get replaced so easily that we need to be looked after by the government, you know. Me personally, I think that the right way of controlling AI art is to make sure that it stays 100%. There is legislation that makes sure that it is only for non-commercial recreational purposes, because it's fine to like sit around and be like, oh, I can't draw in real life. I'm gonna make a picture of John Pork riding a spider cowboy, and then you can just do that and have that for yourself and just be like, cool. You know, as long as it's not plagiarizing anything. But then again, if you didn't publish it anywhere, it wouldn't really matter. But the fact is, its only purpose at the moment is to replace actual art, and it sucks. It sucks. AI should be a tool used by actual artists, like how on Spider-Verse, the lines on the characters' faces were, you know, an artist drew the lines on a basic model with different sort of angles, and then in the film an AI interprets that and says, okay, I'm going to map this onto the characters, and that is AI making artists' lives better. You know, that's the best way that it can be used, is to make the lives of artists easier rather than making them much harder, which seems to be the worry. Yeah, I mean, here I am. I mean, I'm not an artist. I'm more of a writer and a director. But I mean, how am I supposed to know that scripts aren't going to be written in ChatGPT in a few years? It was really funny. Charlie Brooker, who was the guy the creator of Black Mirror, he mentioned that he said, yeah, I tried writing an episode in ChatGPT once and it was shit. But then all these AI tech bros are like, oh, you know, we're dealing with the Atari era right now. You know, you wait 2 years, wait 4 years, wait 5 years. There's going to be no point in you anymore. I'm like, why are you proud of that? Why are you proud of saying that, man? Why are you proud of giving someone's job to a computer instead of performing it yourself? It always reminds me of that AI movie trailer, The Great Gatsby, where it just looks like complete and utter shit. But the guy who made it was like, dude, it looks real to me. It looks real to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, yeah. No, so many news articles are being AI generated now as well. Chris Chen, thank you very much for the super. Gooey Flames, thank you so much. Kendra, thank you very much. Mooley, thank you very much. Didier, thank you very much. Avis, thank you so much. Also, Avis, thank you so much for the NSFW commission. I didn't like it because it's on Twitter, but I have seen it and I have bookmarked it. I appreciate it very much. Memeing me, thank you very much. The Akasupa and Lian Mochi, thank you so much. Also, by the way, would you mind, like, I like the animation on it, but would you mind, like, posting like a whole sort of still version of it too? You know, just for my you know, just to have both. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, Super Puppy. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you very much, Anne. Thank you so much. All interesting stuff. All very interesting stuff. Pretty scary, but The way I like to see these things is that it will just, it'll be alright, you know? It'll be alright. There will always be bad things that happen. I'm lost. There will always be bad things that happen, but then maybe there will be good news. There will be good news at some point soon as well. You know. What's 2 plus 1?
21.
Yeah, God, you know what depresses me more than anything? Like, I approve of the way that Adobe did their whole Adobe Firefly thing where it can't plagiarize from random places on the internet and it only learns based on Adobe stock. But since I use Adobe stock for my ASMR, every background is licensed from Adobe stock because that's the way that I can have like images and stuff, you know, legally and not have to worry about copyright and all that kind of stuff if I just got it off Google Images. But now, because Adobe are embracing AI, you search up anything on Adobe stock, a good half of the results are AI art. It fucking sucks. There's like, there's a filter on the left that you can use to exclude generative AI from the search results, but still, the fact that it's on by default, the fact that if you didn't read it and you just sort of went through like, that looks good, you might end up using it even if you didn't want to. You know, I would rather purchase stock from an artist who drew it, who took a photograph or drew it themselves. But, you know, maybe, you know. Thankfully, I don't think I've made the mistake of accidentally including any so far, and I don't want to. I'd much rather, if I was to spend a lot of time making custom backgrounds for an ASMR... Oh, am I lost? Yeah. If I was to spend a lot of time making custom backgrounds for an ASMR, I'd rather commission an artist to do it than fucking type some words into fucking Midjourney or something. Please put a sign on the wall. Yeah. Oh, here we are. Hooray. Yeah, it's the fucking crypto community. It's those guys who think that there's a new get-rich-quick scheme every 5 minutes. The kind of people who have 200 followers and pay for Twitter Blue and they just always stink up the replies for everything. That's the worst thing about Twitter Blue for me. I don't care about paying $8. Like, if you want to waste your money, fine. I got it for free because I'm famous. Lamau. I don't care about being able to, you know, being able to write longer tweets. That's a nice feature. The worst thing about Twitter Blue is the fact that no matter how influential you are, or no matter how many likes your tweet gets, you will always immediately... You will immediately... What was I going to say? See just people... Twitter Blue at the top of the replies of everything. I used to enjoy going into the replies on memes and tweets and stuff to see like, oh, what are the funny responses to this? No, every time it's some OnlyFans girl, not that there's anything wrong with having an OnlyFans, but you have to admit, like, the constant Twitter marketing is a little obnoxious. I mean, you know, it'd be very hypocritical of me to start criticizing people for having an OnlyFans. But it's all the stuff like they'll just take, I'm the hottest 18-year-old, I'm the thickest 18-year-old on this app for real. And I'm like, first of all, I have a rule in my chat about keeping it fucking relevant to the stream. That is not relevant to the tweet at all. Although, like, someone will, like, post a meme of something and they'll find some very vague way of bringing themselves up and being like, man, I would never do that. I'm too sexy for that. Haha. And then you also get like a load of crypto people showing up. Like just below the OnlyFans girls, you've got the crypto people who show up and they're like, hey brother, want to invest in $ ball stack? And they're just like, oh, ball stack to the moon, brother. And all they see are these $signs. All they this shit really grinds my gears. Elon Musk is fucking killing me. He put a knife in my balls. He's draining all the piss out. Let's see if anything's changed. I know Pomu's been doing a... Oh. Is this the Peepo? Is this the Peepo viewing platform? I'd like to... I mean, this seems like it's sort of something for the farm. But no, I'd like to believe this is the Peepo viewing platform. Ay, ay, ay. Thanks, Berry Bean Pie, for the Aka Super. I missed you too. Happy birthday. Mwah. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking around for such a long time. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Yeah, it's the EN server. Bring, bring, bong. I'm guessing that's Asta's place. Aw, it's like a little Mario. It's like a little Mario star. Look at that. It's not very homey, honestly. It's not very homey. It's quite... It's like what they said about Akuma Castle. It's giving male living space. Have I visited Uki's new build? No, because I know that I will feel intimidated by his superior building abilities. That is really frightening. I don't want to look at that anymore. I don't want to look at that anymore. I'm wondering if there's much on this server that hasn't been done. You know? What's a project that I can think to do? Oh my goodness. Is this Uki's castle? I know that's Uki's castle with the stargazers. God, he really did go and make a better Japanese-style castle than I did. Hey, listen, I was winging it. I was just going off the hem of my brow. I don't know what that means, actually. Yeah, I've seen this. I went in here with shaders once, and it completely just destroyed my graphics card. We didn't destroy it, but it did slow down by quite a bit. This looks like some experimentation. That's fun. It looks like the kind of thing where you watch those, you know those like Korean Minecraft build tutorials where it's got like a super chill aesthetic and like there's a load of like emojis in the title. Yeah, it looks like a bit of experimentation as far as that goes. Whee! Yeah, if Uki is building that all by himself, then props to him because it looks like he's following a professional tutorial. But I guess he's just that goated. The fuck is this? Eluna? This is the Eluna Academy. Floatin'. You know what this needs? You know what this needs? This is a great build. You know what this means? You know what this needs? This needs, like, some dirt underneath. As though, and this needs to be mined out. You know what I'm saying? As though it was like, it's like Dalaran. Like, it emerged from the earth and is floating off. Thank you very much, Steffi Ackman. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much. And Master, thank you so much. Gloria Tong, thank you for the super. Yumeko, thank you for the Yaka Super. From Vox Akuma, remember me? I'm Yumeko, the ghost cat who used up all her 9 lives. Oh, I get it, Vox Akuma. Oh, let's go. You hit 1K. It's all uphill from here. I'm telling you. Once you hit 1K, the algorithm, it kind of grabs you, and you just got to keep making good content. You'll make it, okay? Natsumi, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Happy birthday for tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow, I'm not sure. I love you too. Mwah. Whoa. So yeah, interesting times indeed that are going on. I'm wondering, I want a new build because I'll be honest, like Akuma Castle is great and all, but it's just a lot of like putting blocks down. I guess that's what all building is in this game, but it's like, it's been going for so long, and I feel no closer to completing it. I kind of want to think of something else that's fun to do. I'm not sure what. I don't know, build a stat. I ain't talented enough to do that. I ain't talented enough to visit a goddamn statue. Make a giant toilet. You know what? I kind of want to build like a subway. Is that like an underground? Has anyone built the tube here yet? Is there like an underground subway station that takes you from place to place yet? They've already made one? Oh. Never mind. That was my one idea. That was the one idea I had. There's a train station. Ah, but where does it go? See, not all subway systems are created equal. You've got to learn this. Not all subway systems are created equal. You know. A lot of people, I mean, the London Underground, a lot of people give it shit for being loud and dirty and none of the employees who work on it give a fuck, and that this is true, but it really does go fucking everywhere. I mean, literally, every single place you could possibly want to go in London, there's an underground tube that goes there, and really fast as well. There are trains every 2 minutes, to the point where there are so many, you don't even have to look at the times the trains are arriving. You just turn up and there's gonna be one. But then some subway stations, you know, in other parts of the world, take ages, you know, and they might not be quite as rambunctious as the London Underground, but they don't go everywhere. And again, some stations they just don't frequent trains there very often. It just gets really annoying. Make a theater. See, that's the problem, right? It's that I don't know how to like build anything specific. My talent in Minecraft is sheer fucking determination and will. You know what I'm saying? Sheer fucking will is just to pick a simple build like a giant wall and to just start doing it. You know, and not stop. Thanks, Saginiku. Lockfrack, thank you so much for the super. Bean, thank you very much. Masato, thank you so much as well. Build a really tall wall. Sada, thank you very much. Miamia Zaizai, thank you so much. You know what? Let's build a giant onigiri. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Let's build a giant onigiri. The one part about sushi that I'm still not a fan of is seaweed. I think it's because it does just taste so fishy to me. Like that, I think is the one thing that I'm not like close to getting used to. Alright, so we're gonna need for onigiri, we're gonna need black, red, white, and yellow. God, this is great. Yellow, a few of that. But fish doesn't. Yeah. I mean, especially raw fish. Like, good sort of, you know, good tuna, good fatty tuna. You know, yellowtail, salmon. On sushi, it doesn't taste like fish to me. It just has a unique sort of, Oh, where am I going? Black. Where do I go? Oh, more colors behind here. There's a clear sign. I ain't reading that. This sign won't bother to stop me because I can't read. Alright. How am I building this then? I'm going to need to bring up an image of Mr. Geary. Ori, I love you too. I hope you have a good time wherever you're going, okay? Nah, thank you so much for the super. A pillow fort. Oh, that'd be nice too. Maybe I'll put him out here. Let's plan this out. Excited for City Skylines 2? You bet your fucking biscuit I am, bro. You bet your fucking ass I'm excited. Hadomi, thank you very much for the Axe Super. Happy to see you again too. Lulu Elf, thank you so much. And Kendra, thank you very much. That's alright, Kendra. You're going on a trip and you gotta pay attention to that. You know what's so funny? So I've got my live tag open right now. And thank you, Diva, as well, for posting the picture. Post the picture of the onigiri keychain as a reference. I love how on the onigiri little plush, his pussy's hanging out. You can see his little gooch just dripping below his fucking robe or whatever it is. It's so funny looking. The onigrossi. Put that thing away! Dude, put that thing away! There are like children here! Hello, lads. Phantoms were the worst addition to Minecraft, I swear to God. It's so inconvenient, man. I don't want to go to sleep, I want to build! Fucking asshole. Thanks, Churn, for the Arca Super. Oh, happy birthday to your mum. Ollie Jolly, thank you very much for the super. Casano, thank you very much. Try meat sushi. I have tried meat sushi, and I prefer fish sushi. Wild shit, right? Wild shit that I would prefer a fish option. But something about how light... nigiri is definitely my favorite type of sushi. So how light and effortless it is to eat so much of it. And also how much I love wasabi with it as well. It's so beautiful. Bitch, get away. Get away. Maki is okay too. It's not my favorite, but I prefer nigiri. But Maki is fine. Alright, let's have a look. So, oh god, this is gonna be like the goofiest, most like scuffed onigiri you can possibly imagine, but you don't sign up to watch this stream for, you know, accuracy. Alright, so he's got little stubby legs. So he's like, yeah. He's got stubby little legs. Let's go up 3 on this. Bada boom. And then what we're gonna do is go out like that. That's his gooch. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. How's that looking? Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. Okay. And then we got to start building his little... So it's like a diagonal pattern. Which is going to be a whole problem for me. So it starts like that. And like that. Like that. And like that. Then like that. Yeah. And then like that. Yeah, it's diagonal. Okay, I can do this. Wait, no. Wait, we'll bring it further back. Bring it further back. Should have brought shears. Should have brought shears. The other leg is slimmer? No, it's not. Oh my god, it is. Oh, hell no! Onigiri with the fucking XQC chicken legs. Oh, hell no. Alright. Nice. Okay. Boom, boom. And then what we're gonna do, Ollie Jolly, thank you so much. Vapor Up, thank you very much for the super. Aw, no, thank you too, Vapor Up. It's really, really nice to have you, and I hope you have a wonderful anniversary on that day. 23rd? I should be here on the 23rd, I'm pretty sure. Alvin K, thank you very much. Really eat bread with wasabi? I had crackers with wasabi and Tabasco at the same time while I was in Japan, and I loved it. I'm addicted to pain. Holy Jolly, thank you very much for the super. Saku, thank you very much. Last night I watched Pomu member stream, and I can't stop thinking about how tense the visual direction was. Okay, I'll think about it. Yeah, and there we go. There we go. Diagonal. Diagonally. Oh. Yeah. 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 We'll go up by one more. Perfect. Oh, I'm a genius. You fucking arsehole! Get away from me! Phantoms were the worst addition to the game since the removal of the ur. Why did they remove the ur? I know it's very, like, masculine, I guess. But then maybe when they added the Alex variant, they could have added a more feminine sounding ur, you know? That would have been funny. Perfect. Yeah, that'll do, pig. That'll do. And then he's out here. His little chest. Well, he's all flat, isn't he? He's all flat. Maybe I should, like, build that out a little bit, so it's like his belly. It's like his belly. How is my spice intake? Well, I did the Hot Ones challenge. I've had a chicken wing, or like a piece of chicken with hot sauce on it that was 2.5 million Scoville. So my spice is pretty good. I'm pretty good with spice, I think. Thank you, Wetbag, for the super. Oh, it's okay. I think I will be here on the 23rd, honestly. Thank you so much. Mina, thank you very much. Maru, thank you for the Aka Super. Glad you like the June Bride voice pack. Remember, everybody, it's on sale now. It's really good and really super sexy and hot. You gotta watch it or I'll kill you. Foxy, thank you so much for the super. Congratulations on your bonus. Thank you very much. For a name I can't read, thank you. Saganiki, thank you very much. And Teehee, thank you for the super. Congratulations on getting your job. That's great news. Getting a job is scary. Getting a job is really scary. But I'm sure that you'll have fun with it. Oh, that looks really funny. Maruilin, thank you very much for the Aksuba. Oh, you saw Tar! Oh, Tar is such a banger movie. Dude, Tar is so fucking good. You watched pure cinema. You've watched pure cinema. Very happy that you chose to watch Tar. Tar is brilliant. Really, really good choice for that one. Even though, yeah, it can be difficult to follow at times. The main thing to remember about Tar is that it's all about the slow, this woman becoming so obsessed with her own ego that she disconnects from reality enough to essentially become a horrible person. It's really brilliant. It's a fantastic fucking film. I love Everything Ever All at Once. I think it deserved all of the recognition that it got at the Oscars. But for me personally, I preferred Tar. Tar is more up my alley. I feel like if I was ever like a very successful film director, I would want to be known for always giving everything a sad ending, you know? Because that shit really, really butters my fucking beans, you know? A good sad ending that makes you go like, fuck. That shit really butters my fucking biscuit, honestly. I love a good sad ending. Okay. That's better. Madeline, thank you very much for the Arc Super. And you saw fucking Spider-Verse. Yes, you saw fucking Spider-Verse. Thank you. Thank you for watching Spider-Verse. Thank you for... I mean, you're welcome for being recommended to watch such incredible kino. The fact that I've seen it 3 times now and I could see it a 4th tomorrow. Probably the least boring film ever made. Like, the most exciting film you could possibly watch. It's just on all the time, but it's never exhausting. Okay, so then he's got his little club. So, go up like that, and then bring his arms down. This is gonna look so goofy. Oh, fell a bit further than I thought. Kind of got it out like that, yeah. Yeah, and then he's kind of holding the club like that. Ideal, bruv. Ideal. Little club. Brilliant. It's almost at 500 mil in the box office, and yeah, so just a little bit of movie trivia for you guys. A film is considered a financial success, like, you know, like, great job everyone, we will probably make a sequel, if it makes quadruple its budget. So it's not enough for a film to just break even, because usually... Remember that that's been years of effort to essentially just make no money, you know? Spider-Verse had a budget of, oh, can you believe? The Flash. Fuck The Flash. The Flash is out here with CGI that looks like a dog's dick. Cost $250 million to make. And Spider-Verse is out here at less than half that price, making 5 times its own budget. Insane. Fuck The Flash. Fuck The Flash so much. Listen. Okay, I was gonna listen. I do not want at all to support that film in any way. I very much would prefer not to. It makes me... Is onigiri asymmetrical? Yeah, there you go. The things they did with the dead actor cameos make me so ill. They make me so ill. George and Christopher Reeve especially. I don't care if I'm spoiling it. You shouldn't want to see this film. You should not want to see this film. It's actually fucking vile that they chose to take Christopher Reeve, who was a disability rights activist who only ever allowed himself to be shown standing up once after he was paralyzed, that they chose to CGI him like a bad PS3 cutscene and show him standing up. So disrespectful. Incredibly disrespectful. All for the purpose of a cheap, nostalgic payoff that only a group of, like, fucking weird nerds in the audience would be like, oh my god! Oh, look! Oh my god! And, you know, little content warning for mentions of suicide, but another actor who cameoed, quote-unquote, in The Flash is Mr. George Reeve, who played Superman in the 50s, a man who committed suicide because because Superman dominated his image as an actor so much that he lost all hope for his future career. And they put him into this film without his consent because he was dead, and they released it on the anniversary of his death. Every single thing wrong with movie culture, with Hollywood, with comic book movie culture is present in The Flash, and you should not see it. I'm not going to be mad if any of you did see it, but I'm just saying, from a moral standpoint, that's a film I will not be watching. You should never, ever, 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 ever pirate a film. You should support the films you care about, you know. But I wouldn't be mad at you if you pirated The Flash. Don't tell Staff I said that. Whoa. Okay, that was a silly idea. Okay, so where are we at now? So, whoa! Fuck. I can fill him up a little bit. That's his spine. Also, yeah, I love how Ezra Miller being in The Flash is not even the most controversial thing about the film anymore. They somehow managed to find a new controversy. Fucking insane. Insane that this is the kind of entertainment we're getting. If Spider-Verse hadn't come out recently, I would feel so upset. Anyway, support the writer's strike, absolutely. Support the writer's strike. I've heard that SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, is apparently deciding to strike as well. I've heard rumblings of that, and I'd be very proud if they did choose to. This is his really wide neck. He's a very wide little cartoon character, isn't he? Maybe I should make him, like, thicker, a little more round. We'll start with this, and then it's his head. And it's his little head. How's that looking? I mean, yeah. Wow, it's a bit asymmetrical, isn't it? Ah! Mirodo, thank you very much. Tabuta, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Oh, you sent another one. I'm sorry, I missed it. Thank you very much. Sukula Chun, thank you so much. Yana, so Tabuta, thank you for the Akasupa. Finally finished a whole year of preparing the college entrance exam. That's such good news. I'm so proud of you. Thank you very much. Yana Chun, thank you so much. Sukula, thank you so much. Tabuta, thank you for the second Akasupa. I don't know what words I could use to describe you, but you are all the best to me. You're far more better than you think. I like to see you play all kinds of games. I'm glad to see you chasing your dreams. I love all the things you did. Thank you, Tabuta. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Miso, thank you very much. Allison, hear about Kojima's film? Chu, thank you very much for the super. Kojima? Kojima's doing a film? They're doing a Death Stranding movie? What? And Kojima is involved in production? Yeah! Come on, baby! That's such good news! Fuck! Okay, I'm very much of the belief that a lot of games would not work as films, right? And that you know, a film adaptation is not always necessary. Death Stranding is definitely one that would, like, it could benefit because it's such a rich world. There's so much going on in Death Stranding's world, right? God, there's so much you could do with a film adaptation of that. That's incredible. That's such good news. Oh man, I'm happy now. I'm as we say in Britain. I am happy as Larry right now. I'm happy as Larry. That's one, two. Oh no, we gotta bring this down by one. Yeah. Mauritius, thank you very much for the super. I am feeling a little better. So I think I do want to go back to schedules because I don't want... I feel like it will help me sort of... Also, it's nice to kind of give you guys some warning. Like, I'll do Guerrilla like sometimes if I'm feeling sort of like, hey, I want to stream right now. But I, you know, will definitely be scheduling less streams so that I have, like I was talking about, so that I have time to like really focus on things that I'm working on at the moment. You know, screenplays don't write themselves, and I'm hoping that that I can deliver like a really incredible piece of content once that's once I have that whole thing sort of figured out. Alright, there we go. That's how you do it. He's gonna have a flat little head. Little bitch. How are we gonna do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two in the middle for his head. For his little head. This is gonna look so goofy. This is gonna look so silly. This is gonna look so goofy. Okay. Okay, I'm guaranteeing you his head is not symmetrical, like, at all. Let's have a look at how this turned out. Moment of truth. And the award for least symmetrical head ever made goes to Onikiri. That's so silly. Okay, wait a minute. I have a plan. I can. Don't worry, guys. I can fix this. I can fix this. Hold on. Alright. So we gotta get rid of this. I remember it was a little too chunky on this. Oh, now I've forgotten what I was gonna do. Now I've forgotten it. Oh. Yes? Wait a minute. So that's flat along there. 1, 2, 1, and then 3 down. So it goes 1, 2. I think this side is wider. 1, 2. Okay, so we go like, yes, we go like bum bum, and then like that. Yeah. You fucking son of a... Alright, let's see how that looks. It's gonna look even worse. Oh no, that's a little better. That's a little better. I think that's about right, actually. Let's get back on top. Oh! Wee! Oh, I'm out of fireworks. Ooh. Can't believe they're making a fucking Death Stranding movie. I love Death Stranding so much. Elita, thank you very much for the super. Congratulations! It got ruined by power interrupt. No! No! God, you gotta go see it again. They better refund your fucking tickets. They better refund those tickets, I swear to God. Thank you, Mina Shepherd. And, Tabiuta, thank you very much for the Arc Super. When I first know you, I can't imagine you bring me such power to come across these difficulties. That's what I'm all about. I just want to help. I just want to help. Make your life better. Shu Fengshimu, thank you very much for the super. I love you too, Tabiuta. Congratulations on everything. Really proud of you. Okay, so I think that's all we need to do. So I'll just fill this in now. I love how I'm essentially just making him 2D for no reason. He's like, his ass is like 2.5D. Like mine. Nah, but that's a lie. That's a lie. IRL, my ass is actually pretty cool. It's pretty swag, you know, if you look at it. If you ever saw that thing, hey. You'd be like, Zam. What the hell are you doing down here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Hella ass. Swag booty. 100%. Yeah, you said cope all you want. You know, I'm the one who has the receipts. I'm the one who's got that suit pick. You know? I'm the one who's wearing the suit with those tight black pants. You ain't gonna see that. Well, I mean, you might. You're gonna have to behave. Hmm? I like this music. This reminds me a lot of sort of like... There's this great playlist that I found on Spotify back in like 2018 called like Classical X. It's sort of like modern classical. You know, people like Max Richter and Einaudi and a load of different sort of these modern classical composers. And this piano sounds a lot like that. I used to get a lot of comfort from listening to music like that back in the day. How's that looking? Yeah! He's symmetrical, I think. Yeah! Oh, well, I mean, almost. Almost. He's a bit wider on one side. He's a bit chubby on this side. But you know what? That's fine. I'm gonna go get some more fireworks. Crystal, thank you very much for the Arca Super. Oh, I miss you too. Friend Su Ming, happy birthday, Su Ming. Of course. And thank you for the Arca Super Crystal. I really appreciate it. I miss you too. Why is he bald? I've yet to put his hair on. Be patient. Have some fucking patience. I can't, no one can grow hair overnight. Did you guys hear about, the fact that, Kick paid XQC more money than, LeBron James to sign a contract with their streaming platform? And then the first thing that he did was stream the entirety of The Dark Knight. The fuck kind of world are we living in where streamers think that breaking the fucking law is, like, just a normal way of making content? It's insane. insane that you just do that and think you can get away with it. Why was that the Twitch meta for so long? I mean, I guess it was because it was, like, good viewers to, like, stream a full episode of Kitchen Nightmares, just steal content. Just steal content, and then, what is it? Just steal content, and then when you get banned for it, just farm clout off of getting banned, and then come back to bigger viewers when you return. That's gaming the system to a new level, but I don't know if I can say that I approve. I find that to be quite reprehensible. Even if I found, like, a content creation, like a viewer numbers farm or some hack or something for it, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I just feel bad. Gloria, thank you very much for the super congratulations. Ooh, thank you very much. And Foxy Berry, thank you very much. Alright, I can't find any firewanks. Gonna have to go steal some from somebody else. Wonder who's got any fireworks. Hola, thank you very much for the super. Not feeling good at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling so good. I go through difficulties every once in a while as well. God. You know, something else that makes me really excited. Gladys, thank you very much for the super. Love you too. Congratulations on graduating from nursing school. That's such a great thing to achieve. I'm so proud of you. You, Bahiti, thank you very much. We're going to do an in-depth review on Spider-Verse. God, I should, shouldn't I? I should, because the only thing I've really done so far is talk about how much it influenced me. I mean, all I really need to say about Spider-Verse, because I wouldn't spoil it for anybody. I know a lot of you haven't seen it yet. I think there are some parts of the world where it hasn't come out yet. What I will say about Spider-Verse is that it is, without a single doubt in my mind, the greatest comic book movie ever made. It's up there and beyond, I think, greats like Spider-Man 2, like The Winter Soldier. I mean, far fucking better than The Winter Soldier, let's be completely real with ourselves. Far better than... Really, let's be honest, light years ahead of anything that the MCU has ever produced. Even in its kind of golden age, like the sort of the middle to end of Phase 3, the beginning of Phase 1, you know. Better than anything the MCU has ever produced. Better than anything the DCEU has ever produced. As far as I'm aware, it is kind of... For me, it might be neck and neck with something like The Dark Knight. You know, I would even say it might actually be better than The Dark Knight. That's a very controversial statement. I might have to watch The Dark Knight again. But fuck. It's the easiest 10 out of 10 I've ever given a film. I walked out of that film and I didn't even have to think about it. I didn't even have to think about it. It's an easy 10. And it is that way because the animation is not just completely groundbreaking and somehow so colorful and so hyperactive, but also completely easy to follow. You know, it never feels like it's overwhelming. It's showing you so much and yet just the right amount. And it has wonderful heart as well. Incredible heart to the story. The fact that you can have these really strong emotional moments that aren't undercut by some shitty joke like you get in the MCU because they're so scared of letting their characters emote and feel things, you know, and letting the audience, you know, God forbid, feel an emotion. God forbid, feel an emotion in its fullest extent. No, Spider-Verse takes all of their emotions, puts them on display, and it doesn't try to play them off with weird jokes. There are scenes that are extremely hilarious. There are scenes that are extremely emotional. The acting is brilliant. The writing is brilliant. The animation is brilliant. The acting is brilliant. Might be one of the best film soundtracks to come out in the last 10 years. I've been listening to the soundtrack non-stop. If I did get the chance to make a full movie and got to sort of communicate on what I wanted for the soundtrack, I would say just follow on with this, right? This is your blueprint. Try and make me something like that. You know. Daniel Pemberton, the GOAT. The GOAT. And it's wonderful to see also the feedback on Twitter from artists and animators who worked on the film saying, yeah, I worked on this little bit, and I did this little bit, and I did that little bit. Just the idea that the film was worked on by thousands of animators, all scribbling away and working on their one little bit, and it all came together at the end to create such a magnificent looking film. with a plot that's like so just easy to follow, but so fascinating at every single turn. Characters that I can't stop thinking about. I love Pavitra. I love Hobie. I love Gwen. I love Miles. I love Miguel. We all love Miguel, you know. And Peter B. Parker might be and actually be a perfect man, and the fact that I can't be him just makes me feel so insecure about myself. Hobie Brown might be the single best piece of British representation I've ever seen in a film. He's such a great, because here's the thing, right? As a British person, we are the butt of a lot of jokes, and this is fair. We've committed a lot of crimes in the past. We deserve all of the shit that gets thrown at us. But throughout the years, you know, especially like sort of the punk scene, you know, like 60s, 70s London is sort of a scene, you know, that I lived in that doesn't really get talked about too much apart from films made by British people. So to see that sort of attitude, you know, the rockers and the mods and everything getting represented so well in Hobie's personality with, you know, it was just fucking amazing to see. It was like I got to feel a little bit of pride, just the tiniest little bit of pride in my country. Just the tiniest little bit. I allowed myself one crumb of patriotism, just for a little bit, just for a tiny bit. But what's ironic about that is that Hobie is that Hobie is so unpatriotic. You know, he would hate me for saying that. That's what's brilliant about it. We have found him, the one good British person. Dro, thank you very much. Yeah! The Lego section in the film, the Lego, like, alternate universe was animated by a 14-year-old who did it, like, after school. What a wonderful opportunity for that kid, you know. And he would have been paid as well. I can only hope that his parents, like, are sort of handling that money properly and making sure that he gets all of it, maybe in a way that won't, you know. If I got that much money when I was 14, I would spend it on sweets and a PS5 and all that kind of stuff. But, like, that's definitely enough money to, you know, really help your family out, so I hope that his parents aren't pulling a Macaulay Culkin and stealing it all. Okay, I'm not calling you out. I'm not mad. I have my live tag open. Someone just asked, wait a minute, Hobie's British? Did you hear the line, hanging out at the pub with the Mandem, and not immediately realize that he was British? Bruh. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's fine. I get it. You know, we all get confused sometimes. But he is the most British person that I've ever met. That is like the truest, most accurate distillation of people from fucking London. You know. He's so British. And how great the one British character we have is so like anti-establishment, you know, because that is such a huge sentiment in the UK, and it still is. It's weird. It's weird, you know. It's actually very bizarre. In the UK, especially if you keep good company, it's very weird to find someone who actually likes the government. You know, I won't go into too much detail, but it's like, it's very normal in this country to sort of be super outspoken about how you hate what's going on and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Miguel. Fucking hell. I don't think I've ever seen more of a man's ass on Twitter than I did after I finished watching Spider-Verse and I started Googling stuff. Good fucking lord. Good fucking lord. What a character. You know what my favorite... Like, everyone talks about the one shot of his ass. I like two shots of Miguel will be in my head for the rest of my life, and they are as follows. The shot right near the beginning of him taking his mask off and showing his vampire fangs in the silhouette. I might have came a little bit in my pants at that one. And then the shot of him getting out on the train, getting out his, like, giant arm blades, grabbing Miles with his web, and then doing the giant, just overhead slam. The strength portrayed in that little shot
just boggles the mind. I felt my chest cavity collapse when he did that. Okay, it's that one. Okay, there are two more. I like this man a lot. There are two more that I like. The one where Gwen says, "What, are you just supposed to let him die?" It's like, do you really think the whole cannon's gonna collapse? And Miguel pauses and he turns around and says, "You really want to find out?" You know, and also what I really like is when, okay, spoiler, but not a spoiler, but there's one scene where it's like the camera pulls away from him. In that scene, there's a scene where the camera pulls quickly away from him. It quickly pulls away from him. And you see his, like, red eyes. And he looks so fucking dead inside. Those shots of Miguel make me quite a happy chap. Quite happy as Larry, as I said earlier. He's so boy failure, you know? I love the way he's always sort of, what is it he's doing, you know? He's talking about, like, yeah, especially he's like, call for backup. Call for backup. You know, like he's trying, the point where he's like, no, do you say anything but no? No! Yes. He's so boy failure. I want to fix him. I want to fix him so much. I just need to talk to him, you know, just be like, Miguel, it's gonna be fine, you know. This is where I watch my daughter get vaporized, Miles. Cowabummer. I don't want to make him worse. He's bad enough. See the bunny filter? Yeah, I did! Poji, thank you very much for the super. What I would give it to be a oh, we can all become anomalies, you know. Nabi, thank you very much for the accent. I miss you too. Kept thinking about how to comfort myself. So I'm better now. I'll be busy preparing for my exams afterwards. Might not be able to come and watch your streams as often. That's alright, as long as you're comfortable. I miss you so much, and I'll keep missing you, okay? And Mina, thank you very much for the Akasupa as well. Oblivion, thank you so much for the super. So glad you have enjoyed them. Mars, thank you very much. Let's go, Johnny Walker. Dude, Johnny Walker Red Label is really good. Mars, thank you very much. And you both, thank you very much. I had, when I went out for sushi with my mum, I tried a new whiskey that I hadn't had before called Macallan Rare Cask. Very fucking expensive. I had one glass of it. It was £55. I saw it and I thought, ugh, I have to. I just was so curious. And fuck, was it ever worth it. I also think I have a new favorite. It was not that. I think I have a new favorite. Don Julio 1942. The bottle that thing comes in is fucking mad. It's like a giant-ass potion bottle. You know, it's like long-ass sort of blown glass, like Don Julio 1942. That shit is whiskey, but it's like nectar. It's like syrup. It just travels straight down your throat. It's like, it's not smoky. I think it's sweet. I can't quite remember how it tastes, but I just remember it being the smoothest, most easy mouthfeel that I've had from a whiskey, and I just loved it so much. Thank God that was not the one that I had when I wound up accidentally having 4 glasses and passing out, because I would have had 5. I would have had the entire bottle if I didn't stop myself. Virgin Mafia Gravity, thank you, Starry. You know what we need to do? We need to do another drunk stream. We need to do another drunk ASMR with... whiskey this time. We need to do that. We need to do that so badly. Oh, yes. The Star Wars watch-along, yeah, it's going to happen. It's just difficult because that's like a 6-hour commitment, you know? So I need to think about like when I feel mentally ready to sit down for that long. You know, it's going to be pretty tricky, but I will definitely try and find time for it soon. Thank you, Asta. Thank you so much. Saku, thank you very much. If you do go to Scotland, you'll be able to tour the Macallans. Is it Macallan or is it Macallan? I thought it was Macallan, and then my mum said, it's pronounced Macallan, and I was like, is it really? I think Macallan is more fun to say. Holy Pop, thank you very much. It's super. Okay, I'm officially out of... I can't find fireworks anywhere. I'm going to give the onigiri a break, and I'm just going to keep digging. Because I just want to talk. I just want to discuss things and vibe with you all. Fucking balls. Where is there any space in here? Bruh. 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 Ram, thank you very much for the Akasupa. My birthday month and my 1-year anniversary of becoming a Kindred. Want to celebrate with my first Akasupa. Thank you so much, Ram. You're so fucking good to me, baby. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm glad to have had you for such a long time. Alright, Bella, thank you very much for the super. You know how much I love it. Yeah, I know how much you do. Missed you too, babe. Dad as well, thank you very much for the Akasupa. It's been a year since I've officially joined the membership. Thank you for all the smiles, laughs, and love you gave to me. Thank you so much. It seems like it's a lot of people's sort of year anniversaries today. Love you so much. I love you too. Nekosaka, thank you so much. Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is fun. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is... not so good. Not my favorite. Not very good. Probably the worst Spider-Man. I think it's not as good as Spider-Man 3. But you know what I like? Summer, thank you very much. Nyanya. Chris, thank you very much. Thank you so much. You know what I do like about the Amazing Spider-Man 2? I actually, minus the annoying like whispering, I think that Electro's theme is pretty cool if you take away like the random fake dubstep wows, and you take away the he shot at me, he hates on me, he did to me, my enemy. I think that part of it is super lame, but then when you take into account the actual sound of the music, like when you get to the actual Hans Zimmerisms of the song, it's pretty damn good. I like that a lot. Oh, there's a firework. Okay, I'll do that after I go digging. I have a shulker box in here. I'd recommend listening on Spotify or on sort of streaming. You can listen to. It's kind of interesting how they did the soundtrack for Amazing Spider-Man 2. They had the Magnificent Six. They called it a super group of Hans Zimmer, Pharrell Williams, Junkie XL, Johnny Marr, like a load of people who collaborate. I think Hans Zimmer was the one who put them together. And, I mean, the soundtrack is pretty basic, but then Electro's theme, apart from the really annoying Pharrell-isms on it, the Hans Zimmer-isms, the Hans-isms are pretty cool. I'm a fan of the direction that, you know, of some of the stuff they did there. As if you took away some of like the random extra bullshit that they put in to kind of make it appeal to dubstep fans at the time in 2014, then you'd have a pretty great song, I think. That's as much as I can say about Amazing Spider-Man 2. I like Andrew Garfield. I like Emma Stone. They're pretty good. You guys remember watching Under the Silver Lake? Oh, banger. That was... That's like one of my dad's favorite films now. You know what's crazy? Like, do you remember watching Under the Silver Lake for members? That was the first time we had watched it. After that, my dad and I wanted to watch a film, and I recommended that to him, and so we watched it, and he fucking loved it. It was like one of his favorite films ever. Like, he watched that, and he was like, every time there was some big shot, or there was some, like, great music in it, he was like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. Oh, look at that. You know, he was just along for the ride. And apparently, so my dad is very typical, like, dad. He's extremely old, you know. I'm hundreds of years old. He's thousands of years old. He's getting on in life, and he's an avid golf player, okay? And apparently, whenever he goes to the golf club, he will always recommend Under the Silver Lake. If they ever mention a film that they've watched and be like, oh, you should check it out. My dad is like, you know, you need to watch Under the Silver Lake. Oh, it's such a brilliant film. Oh, my son showed me this. And it's so nice to know that he's out there like recommending actual kino to all of these old men who have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, old by human standards, that is, of course. Fung, thank you very much for the Akasupa. I miss you so much. I miss you too. Mwah. Come here, come here. Come here. The most frustrating part about spending so much mental energy working on a script is that I can't share it. You know? I need to keep that shit secret. And it's really frustrating because I would want to rant about it to everybody, but I can't. I have to keep it. Gamers were in trouble. Investigate. Now tell me, guys, is there treasure to be found? Is there treasure to be found in the deep dark? Because if so, I kind of want to investigate, you know? Alright, you know what? Forgot it was called that. Alright. You know what? I'm going back. I'm going to get my netherite chest on. Or we're going to go exploring. We're going to go find some treasure in there. Because there's got to be some treasure, right? There's got to be treasure. There's got to be treasure hidden in there. Listen, motherfuckers. I know that you're scared for my levels and my netherite and stuff. I'm going to be real with you. Again, got my live tag open. Just saw Andrew post the collector's edition for Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's just a photorealistic Electro head. That looks really fucking silly. That looks so silly, dude. Why does he look like that? What the fuck? That's so odd. I'll be careful, don't worry, I'll be careful. I ain't trying to fight the warden. He doesn't even drop anything. He drops a skulk sensor. Why can't they make him drop something cool? You know? Okay, where's my netherite? There it is. I'm ready. Wario time.
Hey bro, check out my new shoes. They're the new 1-2. They're the new 1-2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Buckle some more. 5, 6. Wario kicks. Ha! Dude, that is so fire. Ha! Wah! Hello guys, this is episode 2 of Games and Wario. Today I'm going to show you how to fight the warden in the deep dark. Wario.
Here I go. Where is it? Down here? Must be up there. Seems like it's right there. Lapis. I've only ever encountered the warden once and I just ran away. Is it up? Alright, it's not coming from that direction, it's going to that direction. I see. Here we are. Okay. Right, turn my brightness up. Oh god, it's still so dark. Let's see what we can find. Wait, do I have a wall? No, I've put it all away. Okay.
Hey, bro. Check out my new shoes.
I'm good. Okay, this looks like a dead end. It's actually so quiet. Aided very much by my new sound booth. Okay, we're good. We're good. Get fucking got, you bastard. Get fucking got, bro. You dead as hell. Oh man, is there nothing there? It's just a load of fucking moss on the wall. The way I was like, if you watch the VOD, you'll be able to see me looking down at my Galaxy Lair like.
No, don't slap me. No, no, don't do it.
I'm totally not into that. No, don't slap me, please. Oh wait, Netherite's immune to lava. Holy shit! I thought I just pulled like a. What was that? Just accidentally hits Q and throws the diamond pickaxe into the lava. Thank God Netherite doesn't burn in lava. Almost a mistake, but we are fine. Exploring now. I'm having a little look around. I found a single redstone vein. Thanks, game. Love it. Amazing. I'm actually so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for scaring you. It's okay. I'll try to be gentle from here on, okay? I'm sorry. Do you forgive me? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you sad. You forgive me, don't you? I don't like making you upset. Please? I give you a kiss, I'll make up for it. Little kiss. I'm sorry. No, I'm not manipulating you. I'm just scared. I don't want to make you sad. Thank you, Silly Noodle. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you, Ketawin. Yutinge, thank you very much for the Aka Super. Of course you can come. Of course you can. Yes, yes. As forgiveness, you get lap rights. Okay, lap rights. As consolation, you can have lap rights. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Kamaki, and thank you, Kuju. Finally, it was all to kill you. It was all just to It was all just to vanquish you. Got you right where I want you. Me getting all of the Kindred in this stream to blow out their eardrums. It's like FNAF 6. Remember, you want them all to be in one place. Summer, thank you very much. Ches, thank you so much. And Puff, thank you very much. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then he leans up and kisses him. How'd you feel if I did that, huh? No, thank you for the Aka Super. I just finished a very important, difficult, but honorable job about college entrance examination. Can't reveal too many details. That's so good. I'm very tired. I've learned a lot of new skills and stuff. I'm so proud of you, Nana. Jean, thank you so much. Mafia Gravity, Betty Bebby, Moon, thank you so much. Alright, we dig. We go digging. Kuma, thank you so much. Nana, thank you for the Akasupa. Then for a painting course. In the past I thought I lacked imagination and creativity. But because of you, I want to try and learn. That's really wonderful. You know, I've been thinking of taking some classes recently too. Youngju and Shuyi, thank you so much for the zoo. I've been thinking of taking some classes as well. You know, what was it? I've been thinking, two things I want to learn. I want to kind of learn because when it comes to like, I have a lot of plans with in terms of content where what I want to do is commission animation, you know? But I feel like in order to properly sort of relay, especially if you know, going through stuff and working with Japanese creators and artists, what I would want to do is learn how to sketch and learn how to speak at least basic Japanese. I've always been very bad at learning how to speak a language because I feel like I get very bored with the initial learn at storyboarding. Yeah, exactly. I want to be able to learn not just how to sketch, but also how to communicate. Because I think with Japanese and other languages, I tend to get very bored with learning how to say, where is the train station? You know, I would just kind of want to be able to learn how to communicate, sort of. But I guess there are no shortcuts in learning languages. You know, maybe I can have someone from Niji teach me. You know, maybe I can pay him like $60 an hour to be like, yo, can you educate me? Teach me how to speak Japanese. Oh, Gloves, thank you for the super. Thank you, Nana, for the third super. I miss you too. Hey, don't say that. If I can do this, anyone can. Don't view me as any more important than you. Don't view me as any more important than anyone else. Everyone watching is just as important as me. I've got my ideas. I've got my plans for life. I'm happy the way I am. But that doesn't mean that just because you're inspired by me that you view me as above yourself. You know, everyone can be like me. You just have to try. Rebecca, thank you very much for the Axie. It's my first anniversary of becoming a Kindred this week. Thank you for your company and the happiness you brought to me over the year. You're the only person I'm loyal to. Oh, Rebecca, yes, I should fucking hope so. Don't want you to say, don't want to see you watching any other streams. Oh, mine. Come here. Oh, mine. Remy, thanks for the gifted. And Vox Akuma, thank you very much. Hurt my foot. No, I'm so sorry. That was very cruel. I should have used like a quiet sound effect, you know? I should have used like a quiet little, like a fart. Like that would have been fine. Like, I mean, I guess that's a little loud as well. Imagine hearing metal pipe sound while you're in the deep dark. God, I'd freak out as well. Don't worry, you're beneath me. Okay. 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 Since you want to be special about it, I guess I can let you believe that for a little bit. Kana-chan, thank you very much. I don't know much about movies, but I do miss you, so I want to send this. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Gremlin, as well. Did I see the Ruin DLC trailer? I did! Finally, I'm going to get to play a new FNAF game. God. I love you too, Nana. Mwah. Witcher Street. Getting my project edited today. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, you are! Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Mafia Gravity, thank you very much for the super. Yeah, interested to see the Ruin DLC, because I wonder how much Steel Wool have learned from Security Breach. Because Security Breach is fun. I like it as a game. I enjoy playing it. But it's pretty, like, bad. You know, like, there's so much wrong with it from a game design's perspective. The fact that the game is so unclear about where you have to go that it's easier to find speedrun skips than it is to actually play the game normally. Yeah, it's super fucking broken. I'm interested in seeing how it turns out now that they've sort of had a chance to process the criticism from the first game. Because it's by no means, like, it's by no means bad, like, intent, like, sort of, it's not like Gollum, you know, where Gollum was bad because of just, like, sheer incompetence and a really bad idea. There's a lot of heart behind Security Breach, and it makes me really want to, like, you know, I really want it to be, to improve. You know, I want to see it become better. Thanks very much, Madui Lin, for the Akasupa. First time I had the courage to make friends online. Very touched and happy. Nibaka-san. We three Kindred had a good time out together. Oh, I'm so glad that you had a good time. And I don't care that something good happened to you. It should have happened to me, but listen, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I know my place. I am the lonely lord in his tower who has to watch like Squidward while everyone else has fun outside. Gloria, thanks very much for the Akasupa. Here's a little something. Ah, it is much. Gloria, thank you so much. I'm just happy to help, okay? Poppy, thank you very much. How's the driving lesson going? It's going good. Diva, thank you very much. Lies of P. I'm kind of curious about it. But anyway, yeah, driving lesson went good. I had another one today. Normally it would be on Mondays, but I did mine today, this morning. It went really well. Really, really well. I think, honestly, with an automatic, I have, like, two things I need to figure out, which is, like, just refreshing myself on my theory. So, you know, just knowing what all the buttons in the car do, know about the rear demister, know about how to dip the headlights and shit like that. Just make sure that I'm really confident in, you know, operating the inside of the car no matter what the situation. You know, fog lights, all that kind of stuff. And then parking. I am 100%, I have mastered parallel parking. Parallel parking is actually fucking child's play for me now. I struggled a bit with it when I had my first driving lesson. Went back to it today, and I just aced it every time. I'm actually a parallel parking god at this point. The instructor made me do it like 2 or 3 times. The first time he was like, "Oh, well done, try again." And I did it a second time, and he was like, "Whoa." He wanted to see if if it was like a fluke. But no. He's such a good teacher. Every driving instructor I've had in the past has been this loud asshole. You know, suddenly when I go to an actual driving school and it's not just some bloke in his car, suddenly it turns out they're actually a good teacher. He was harsh with me once today. I almost ran over a curb and he like grabbed the wheel for a second. I was like, ugh. You know, that's like the one time that I've like jumped or sort of felt a little bit like, oh no. While I've been in any of these lessons, I've done 3 so far. 3 2-hour lessons, like 6 hours. Crazy, right? Such a good teacher. Yeah, so I think that like the one bit of parking that I really have to learn is bay parking. Like reversing into a bay is pretty damn tough. Sort of getting it right, but as long as I keep practicing, I'm sure I'll be fine. I think that's like the one part that I've always struggled with. So once I get good enough at that, it'll be all right. Yeah, 90-degree parking. We call it bay parking, where you park in like a car park, you know, like a little slot. I'm just scared that I'll do that, because you always practice in an empty car park. I'm scared I'll just scrape the side off of somebody's car. We call it reverse parking. Oh. Well, see, it's not always reverse parking. Sometimes you drive forward into a bay, you know. Yeah, using the mirrors to align the car is really, really helpful. Cello, thank you. It's just, after COVID, like, when there were no driving tests were still being booked in advance, and so the driving tests are backed up still. Like, if you book a driving test in this country, it's likely that it will be a minimum 6 months away, which is fucking nuts. So, yeah, that's not gonna be fun. Maybe it's all big driving schools intentionally selling fewer driving test slots so that people keep having to go back to their driving instructors. Allison, think. My turn to be princess passenger soon. Only if you're okay with, you know, giving some support when I get a little road rage in me. Daniel, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Though I still listen to your voice while sleeping every night. Happy to hear your voice when you're streaming. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for the Akasupa. Now, see, broke is roadhead, right? Like, passenger seat leans over and gives you head. Do you know what's, like, advanced road head? Driver's seat gives the head. Think about it, right? Person driving leans down and isn't looking, and then the person receiving the blowjob has to concentrate and say, all right, turn left. All right, there's a guy up ahead. All right, slow down. All right, speed limit's 40. By the way, that is a joke. Do not try that, please. You will die. Thanks, Lavinia. Oh, Lavinia, I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, breaking up after 7 years, that's a nightmare. You know, that's someone you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, but change isn't always a bad thing. You know, if you had a relationship that lasted that long, it means that you are good at communicating. It means that you were, you know, deserving enough of love that someone wanted to stay with you for that long. It's terrifying to think of change, but all I want to say is that in the future there will absolutely be someone who loves you just as much, if not more, than the person you were with before. So don't fret, alright? You'll always be deserving of more. Thanks very much. To a name I can't read. Huma. Thank you very much. I love the edits of the Twilight Watch along VODs. They're so much fucking fun to watch. Thanks, Katakitoshi, for the super happy birthday! I'm hoping so too. Kanan, thank you very much for the Aka super happy birthday. Thank you so much. You haven't changed, but I still can't get used to your new outfit. I really love your old outfit, so I refrain from watching the birthday stream. Ah. I'm sorry you can't get used to the new outfit. I guess I better keep streaming in it, so you get used to it. But yeah, no, I kind of get it. I mean, this look is so me, you know. FF, thank you for the extra. I really missed you. So glad you're here. Yeah, I missed you too. I missed you too so much. Super Puppy, thank you very much. Ending wish. That's so cute, Super Puppy. And thank you, Kendra, as well. Napping in the passenger seat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can never get to sleep in a car. So I remember last time when I was traveling to America, I had to sleep in one of my friend's cars while they were driving. I was in the passenger seat, and I was so fucking tired, but I just couldn't sleep. You know, it was just one of those things. It sucks. Ooh. Diamond. Ooh. Worried. Thank you very much for the super. So lovely to see you again. It's me. I ain't too worried about it. Changed my users. I have a proper title now. I thought I'd let you know. That's great to see. I would have missed you had I not known. Mwah. Glad to see you again. Courtney, thank you very much. Back to my place from work. I'm able to ask a kiss. Mwah. You've been working late. I'll go watch Spider-Verse next Monday. I hope you like it. Thank you, Luna, for the super. Thank you, Moon, as well. Mwah. Oh. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Congratulations on graduating, Oblivion Avity. That's such great news. With 2 degrees! I couldn't even graduate with 1. How about the other person riding you while you're driving? That's pretty dangerous. But, you know, I love a little bit of danger. Chili, thank you very much for the super. Thank you. Glad I could help you. What is that? What is that? Block of raw iron. Oh, wow. You can just find those? Huh. Fun. Tender Dream, thanks for the super. I like seeing your face too, baby. Ah. You know, I'm curious about, like, advancements, because there's so many that I haven't done. Sneak 100. Oh, shut the fuck up, game. Discover every biome. Only 21 out of 52. Oh. I wonder if I should try getting some of these achievements, because I feel like I'm sort of running into a problem where I feel like I've done everything. And then reevaluate your life choices. You know what, bitch? I'm gonna go do it. Wait, what do I need? Plant a seed and watch it grow. Okay, let's go do some achievements, guys. Did I finish building Onigiri? No, he's gonna be faceless for a while. Foxy, thank you very much. Rox Asuka, thank you for the super. Do you actually use your mirrors in the car or just turn around and look back? What? Do you mean while driving? No wonder there are so many fucking car accidents every year. If you're craning your neck all the way around while on the road, you're gonna die. The mirror is there for a reason. For parking, yes. For parking, you turn around and look out the back window. For a second, I thought this person was looking all the way around while they're hurtling down the I-95 at 80 miles an hour. The fuck? You're probably dead. Gene, thank you very much for the Aqua Super. My birthday's tomorrow. I'm asked for an early birthday bless. Happy birthday, Gene. Hopefully I'll be able to see you tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Tender Dream. Effie, thank you so much. Mooley, thank you so much. Ming, thank you for the Aqua Super. Happiness and health. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting time recently. You know, I actually, I had a really interesting experience. So while I was taking my rest, I was at home. I went home to see my family, and it was really, really nice. Spent a lot of time with my dad. And my dad and I, we like to watch films together. And we wound up watching the first episode of the new Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary. It was fascinating. I've always found him to be a really fascinating individual. And I remember when I was like a little bit younger, and when I had aspirations creatively, when I started to have aspirations creatively, I think I found him more inspirational than anyone else because of how much was stacked against him when he first tried starting his career. The fact that he was born to an abusive family in Austria in a tiny little town, and then he decided, I want to be a bodybuilder. And then he just, his parents were like, why the fuck are you doing that? You're going to military school. Why is my son hanging up pictures of oiled up muscular men? Oh no, but he said no, and they sent him to military school. And then after everyone had gone to sleep, he would work out for an extra 3 hours every night because he just needed to get big. He's like, I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to become a big man, And then he became Mr. fucking Universe. He became Mr. Universe multiple times in a row. And then after that, he's like, no, I want to be in movies. I want to be an actor. And they said, now listen, Arnold, you're just a giant beefcake with a name nobody can pronounce. You'll never make it in Hollywood. And then he became the Terminator. And then he became Conan the Barbarian, and then he was in Twins and all of these different movies. We talk about The Rock a lot. I mean, Arnold was more famous then than The Rock is now, And I really enjoyed watching it. And some of the wisdom that he had, because it's a documentary where he kind of narrates and tells a very in-depth look at his own life. And he talks about how whenever he had made it, he just wanted to, like, keep going for more, So the big thing about Arnold is that he said, like, he said, my family, they wanted me to, he says, you want to work out, you go out and you chop wood for a fire tonight, and all that kind of stuff. And, but he said, I was never satisfied. I always wanted more. And I felt kind of vindicated in a weird way because, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong, but when I had my big talk on Monday, which sometimes I feel bad about doing because I don't want to stress you guys out about what I'm feeling, but I also think it's important because you're also actually so special to me that I feel like it's like communicating, just in any good relationship is that you just share how you're feeling. I did see some people being a little dismissive, which is not, you know, you're not wrong for that. You're not wrong for that, because it might just be like flavor of the week, like, oh, I've randomly had some inspiration. You know, it's like, oh, it sounds like me when I'm on my period or whatever it is. But, you know, from some people where it was like, I think that what I would ask people to, what I would ask people in a way to sort of empathize with me on, from your perspective, I may have it made. You know, I can, you know, just play whatever game I want, be financially comfortable for the foreseeable future. I am in a very comfortable position. But think about it this way, right? If you, let's say, for example, you're in school or you're at university, right? And you're a straight A student. You're doing really, really well. You get A's, A pluses every single class. But then one term passes by and you get like 1 A minus. And another term passes by and you get 2 A minuses. And you can sit there and look at the rest of your school career and you can think, wow, I'll probably still get a B by the end of it. It's like, that's fine. You know, it's like some people aren't even in uni at all. Some people don't even have this at all. Would you just sit there and allow your grades to keep slacking, or would you start studying up? You know? That's how I felt about it, was that, you know, it's like, yeah, I could just coast for a long time, but with all due respect, this is my life. This is my job. This is my purpose. This is the most invested I have felt in anything for an extremely long time. And does it not make sense to want more from one of the greatest opportunities that you will likely ever be given? That's all I was trying to say about it, was that I needed more than just to coast and play games and be sort of relaxed all the time. It just doesn't sit right with me. I'll always want, you know, grass is always greener kind of thing. I'll always want that little bit extra. If it's not working in one way, I have to do something different. So you understand what I'm saying, right? Even though to you might not understand why I would need to take a step. You might not understand why I would need to change anything. Look at his flat head ass motherfucker. You might not understand why I would need to change anything. You can understand why, were you in my position, you might want to change something, you know? Thank you. So yeah, that's kind of like the whole point of what I was thinking, is that, you know, I don't really feel, because, like, to be honest, you know, doing the same thing every day, even if you enjoy it, it gets fucking depressing after a while, you know? Just kind of sitting down and being like, all right, I'm gonna do, you know, the same thing I did as yesterday. There's comfort in that, but also I think there's stagnation and there's a little bit of like panic in that, you know? You do a really lovely, cozy Minecraft stream one day, and then 4,000 people watch it. But then what if you do it the next day, and 3,000 people watch it? It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean I can't do this every day? I think that when you're in this, and when you're in this career, and when you're the one who's doing the work, and when you're the one who has to worry about it, it has a much more profound effect on your mental state than it is if you're just a spectator. You know, you're not the one who has the you're not the one who needs to sit back and let's leave that there. You know, who opens their YouTube analytics and then it literally has a notification popping up saying like, you're falling off, bro. Like that, you know, there's a reason why content creator mental health has always been in such a shitty state. It's a lot of pressure, and you might not notice things sort of worsening, but I do. So that's, you know, I understand people like, you know, and I am comfortable, and I would be technically comfortable was I to just play video games every day and you know, accept my bag and do whatever. Like, yeah, I would be comfortable in a literal sense, but mentally, would I be all right? Probably not. It would gradually sort of wear on me, and for that reason, that's why change is necessary. To make things interesting, you know, wouldn't you rather I be creatively at my best? Doing the best that I can, doing the right thing. Okay, now we want to make that netherite hoe. Here you are, baby. I ain't regretting my life choices. I got 7 of those bitches. Netherite hoe. I want to go enchant this. Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a little while, and it's not the biggest thing because you can't let, you know, the opinions of people online affect you, even if, you know, even if they're like kind of right and they have your best interests at heart. Even then, you need to know what your limits are, and you need to kind of be confident in your own decisions, and that's what I want to do. I want to put myself in a direction where I feel like I'm growing rather than just staying the same. You know what? I want to build a farm. I'm going to build a really, really big farm. I'm going to enchant this hoe and I'm going to build a really big farm. That'd be nice. Whee. Whee. The brothel, right. Of course, the brothel. Oof. Also, the new look for chat. I could show it off. So the new look for chat is finished. It just needs to be coded. So I'm wondering, should I show you the outline, or like the draft now, or should I save it for when it's all ready? Right. What can I enchant a hoe with? Efficiency. Bada bing. Bada bing. Guess it'll be efficiency. Unbreaking. I don't know. Yeah, efficiency 3. Bada bing. And fortune 2 from farming. That's gonna be sick. Dude, this is great.
Oh, dude, check out my new shoes. They're the new 1, 2.
I'm not doing that again. Oh, you know, I need to go get some diamonds so I can trade for more enchantments. Save it? Oh, you guys don't want me to show it off right now? Okay, okay. I'll save it. I'll save it for some big debut for everybody. I'll be like, look, chat, here's your new design. But it does look very good. It does look very good. Members, now that's an idea. Wee. Really, thank you very much for the super. Thank you, gloves. Whoa. Ow. Mars, thank you for the Arca super. A little embarrassed my birthday was about a week ago, and I'm happy I got to spend part of it for the first time in this community. I hope I get to be here for many, many more years and grow with you. Here's, I love you, adore you. Here's to more to come. Love and adore you lots. Handsome, big kiss. Thank you, Mars, my sweet boy. Bitch. Uma. New emotes. Oh, I forgot to do that. I need to commission those. Aura, thank you very much. Just realized I do miss you so much. Really enjoy spending time with you. I miss you too, baby. Don't worry about it. Uppo. Thank you very much for the super. Upa. Okay, wait a minute. What am I doing? Yes, diamonds. Diamonds.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Whee! Cielo, thank you very much. I keep forgetting where I'm going. I just want to see the rosebud. I just want to see fucking Porky Pig over there. You got a problem with cartoons? Alright, what do I want? Looting, Curse of Binding, Unbreaking. Oh, I need a book. I need a fucking book. Oh, loads over here. Knockback protection 4. Hang on. Minecraft hoe enchantments. Mending, fortune, efficiency 5. Let's get efficiency 5. Make sure we get that. Let's get a book. Efficiency 5. There's no books in here! Hey, what are you talking about? Hey, I'm walking in. There's no fucking books in here. How are you doing? There's no fucking books in here. Hey, what are you talking about? Hey, bada boom, hey, I'm fucking walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. Where's the... Oh, bookshelves! We can use those. Delightful. Rumi, thank you very much for the super. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Shushu. Thank you very much for the super. Cinelox, thank you very much. Aniko, thank you very much. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I missed you too. I missed you too. I know. I know. I know you missed me. I missed you too, bitch. I miss you too, baby girl. Baby, baby. Oh. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Let's get that. Netherite hoe. You know what I want. You know what I'm gonna fucking call this thing. We got Big Dick just landed in Daddy Long Dick just landed in LA. Woof. I haven't named those guys. N. Grah. It's gonna be the Kindred. It's gonna be you fucking hoe. What are you looking at me like that for? You horny again? Yeah, I know. Try again tomorrow. Horny again. It never stops with you lot. It never ends. It's always dick this, dick that. Daddy this, baby girl that. When will you be satisfied, huh? When will you be sated? Hopefully never. It's very good for business. That's a joke. That's a joke. I enjoy it too. Sorry to be greedy. No, 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 no. I'm greedy too. I like it. I like it too. We know this. We know this. Alright, nice. I like farming. I have level 99 farming in RuneScape. I have the farming pet in RuneScape too. Which is really cool and sexy of me to have spent hundreds of hours planting trees and then getting a little pixelated Groot for all of my troubles. You know. No more. What the fuck? Oh, does it automatically do that without water? Oh fuck! I thought it would. Oh man, Nebula, thank you for the Akasu. Been here for a year. Yay! I love you too, baby. Thank you so much. May, thank you very much for the super. I missed you too. I love you so much. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. Ram, thank you very much. Kiwi, thank you very much. Oh, a dress or a suit? Maybe both. Maybe combine. So I have like a little bit of like a dress. Have like a skirt, like a sort of a suit top and a skirt, or maybe like a blouse or something like that. If you're torn between going feminine formal or masculine formal, then you can kind of go for a little bit in the middle, you know. Rem, thank you very much. What if I just like looking at you? Well, I ain't going anywhere. I like looking at you too, baby. Superman, thank you very much. Foxyberry, thank you very much. Damn it, I had a panic attack. Foxy. Thank you for the super. And Kali69, thank you very much. I mean, I like Dragon. I like Dragon. He's nuts. Literally the very first member, or the very first wave of EN made that joke on debut, and we still haven't gotten over it. That's a little bit of company history. It's worth knowing. Alright, let's have a look-see. Let's have a little... Oh, I've got that block of iron downstairs, don't I? Wow. I need a bouquet. I need a bouquet. I need a guitar. How do I get that? I need Walter. I need Walter.
I need Walter. Walter.
Su Ming, thank you for the... We missed it. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Su Ming. Thank you for the Akasupa. It's okay. Happy birthday. I remember now. I thought I read... It was one of those things where you see a message and you think you've read it, but you didn't. Thank you very much, Su Ming, for the Akasupa. I'm so sorry I missed it. Meowie, thank you very much for the super. Clown doesn't have anything funny to say. Yeah, like usual. Not got anything funny to say. Thank you, Meowie. I'm glad you've been having a nice time. Anya Angel, thank you very much for the super. You are my baby girl. Nana, thank you very much for the super. And Shako, thank you very much as well. I need to get some fucking... Jesus, I need to...
Jesse, we need to fuck. It's the only way to defeat Goose. Jesse, I'm dying.
Crystal, thank you so much for the super. Mafia Gravity and Mimi Bihiti, thank you very much. Kisses for everybody. There we go. There's a bucket of water in the chest that I missed. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I do that a lot. I can't see. I can't see anything. Lots of water. Right, do I have an infinite water source in here? I have like the water channels in the ground, but no, I don't really. I'm always ready to fight you. You know me. You know me. Thanks for the gifted. Borai. Thank you very much for the gifted. Maybe Hiti. Thank you for the super. Kendra, thank you very much. Playing Cuphead and Rage so hard that I screamed at one of you. Oh no. Keep it down. Okay? I can afford to be loud when I play games because I live alone. And now I live even more alone because I'm in this booth and I can go like, ah! And nobody heard that. I sounded like I was getting my balls squeezed. Nobody heard that. I can do as loud as I want. That's why like some people like worry about me when I rage at games and I'm like, dude, I'm not bothering anybody, you know? It's like I don't think that it represents a danger to anyone or myself that I like to throw controllers and I like to slam my desk and shit like that. It's just a way of processing emotions and it's good for content too. I ain't a danger to anybody. It's not like the desk has feelings. Isn't that right, you piece of shit? It's not like you care. It's not like you give a shit about getting slapped around every now and again, huh? Okay, what am I doing now? Yes, water! We need an infinite water source up here. It's already all disappeared. I didn't know it was that fast with no water. Alright, let's do this. Whoa! You can always hit, yeah, the cereal bowl. Yeah. Nice. Okay, wait. Let's build like a channel for that. Hang on. Just trying to figure out how to do this. I've never really done this before. You gotta run it down, not above. You gotta run it down. Okay. Like this. Yeah. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. So what's the range on it, I wonder? Rachel, thank you for the Akasupa. Got that small but vile surgery with my puppet as my emotional support. I'm so glad I could have been there in some way to help you. Hey, let's leave the desk and slap me instead. What are you? What are you gonna beg for it? Gloves, of course you can come be my desk. Come on. You can either be my desk or you can get under it. It's up to you. I'm guessing like 3 would probably be enough. 4 blocks in each direction. Gotcha. Oh, I see. Look at that. So that's 4 blocks. And we'll do the same here. Thank you, Chun, Lulu Elf. Craters I have on my table, Matt. Those are all from controllers. So, Motherpiece, thank you very much. So that's all from Donkey Kong, right? Where I get the Nintendo Switch Pro controller that I use for that for those games, and I get mad and I kind of like spike the controller into the desk and I kind of smack it with one of the handles. That's what causes like the little craters to pop up. It's really funny. No, not like that. No. No, not like that. No. 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 Okay, cool. This is fun. I like farming. I like farming in every game. Farming's always fun. Like just planting something, going away and coming back and being like, oh, it's done the thing, yay. That's why I like RuneScape so much. RuneScape farming is so satisfying because what you'll do is you'll plant a tree, leave it for like literally 24 real world hours, and you'll come back and it'll give you like 15,000 farming experience. It's fucking so satisfying. Just click on it and get that big number go up. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Thanks, Mumu, for the super. I want to say thank you for being you. Aww. Thank you so much. It's okay to be a lurker. I'm just glad you're here. Vapor Up, thank you very much for the super. Swamp this morning, you're powering me like a demonic battery. I'll keep you powered up so that you can finish all of that shit. Mooly, thank you very much. Might even have a little surprise for you once you're all done, huh? Boom. 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 Yeah, that's good. Oh, shit. Yeah. Of course I got a netherite hoe. Only the best for my hose. You know what I love more than anything in the world? It's that meme of Miles and Uncle Aaron from Into the Spider-Verse, the first one, and he shows him how to do the shoulder touch, and he puts his hand on his shoulder and he goes, and he's like, "Are you serious?" Like, I'm telling you, man, it sounds genuine comedic genius. I was so happy when I saw that. I'm telling you, man, it sounds. So walk up to her and go, eh. Just the ones that, like, have Uncle Aaron, like, showing him how to do the shoulder touch and just be giving him a weird fucking noise. Like, it's like, you walk up to her and you go, hey. You walk up to her and you be like, hey. He's right. I mean, Uncle Aaron's very handsome. If you play by Mahershala Ali, good lord, shoulder touch would probably work. Bing, bing, bong. Bing, bing, bong. Bing, bing, bong.
Bing, bing, bong. Sleepy Owl, thank you very much for the super. Why am I so adorable today? I'm just adorable every day. What can I say? Abolitious, thank you. Parang, thank you very much for the super as well. Love you, baby. Wee. Nice. Hey, what's up with this? What's up with this, huh? It's uneven. Hey, come on. Come on, bro. There you go. There you go. Bit uneven. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, now that's nice. Now that's nice. That's nice. Lays, thank you for the Akasupa, and I see you again. Oh, thank you for the Akasupa, Lays. I'm watching a lot of your recommended movies. Talking, take care of kittens. They're about 2. Oh no. Oh, love you too, Lays. Thank you very much. Dude, I am obsessed with the meme of the kitten where it's like 2 sauce long. He is only 2 sauce long. Such a little kitten. He's only 2 sauce. He's just, they got the two McDonald's sauce packets, and he's only as long as 2 of them. 2 sauce. And they spell sauce with an S. Sauce. Souse. Swouse. Swouse. Found out why city boys can't drive lifted trucks. Don't drive lifted trucks very much. Swouse. I just love being a silly little guy. That's my dream in life, just to be silly. Kana Chan, thank you for the super. No kiss for you. Nabi, thank you very much. Tyler James, thank you so much. Oh, any advice? Okay, this is good. Hang on, I'll quickly read. Yui, thank you very much for the super. Wondering if the fan art isn't really NSFW, it's showing a lot of skin, like under boob and thighs. I don't think. Maybe if you want to put it in the NSFW tag. I don't think that just a lot of skin, like under boob and stuff. First of all, I'm very excited about what you might be planning. You know me, but I don't think that that's. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Jake, thank you very much for the super. Staying calm on a flight. Find someone's hand to hold and shut your eyes. And remember that once you're in the air, then you kind of forget where you are. Insane, thank you very much for the super. Okay, tips for starting your filmmaking degree. I have also gone to film school. I will tell you the biggest fucking piece of advice that you will ever have. Yui, thank you for the super. Listen to this. Leave your ego at the door. That is the most important thing that you have to remember. Because everyone who goes to film school has an ego. It is just how it is the nature of art. You have confidence in yourself, you have confidence in your abilities, and you want to show that off to the world. I'm going to tell you here right now. Right now, you are not the next Steven Spielberg. You are not the next Stanley Kubrick. You are not the next Martin Scorsese. Not yet. If you learn hard and you practice, maybe you will be. But here's the truth about those guys. Quentin Tarantino's first film was so embarrassing that half of it was destroyed in a fire, and he refuses to show it to anyone. It is a film you cannot see. Martin Scorsese has gone on record as saying that if you look at your first draft of a film and you don't feel physically ill, something's wrong. You will not walk into filmmaking as some kind of unspoken genius and create a next work of art. You will not. Your first few films that you make while you're at school will be goofy, silly, and quite, by professional standards, quite shit. And that's fine. You're learning. The main thing to remember is that filmmaking is a collaborative process. You cannot do everything yourself. And if you try to do everything yourself, people are going to think you're a fucking asshole.
the most important thing to do, if you have a really strong creative idea, try to express that to people and see if they genuinely get excited about your idea and want to support you. Do not try to take over a project. Do not take someone else's script unless they say, hey, what is your input? And they ask you for it, and the onus is on you as the director to be creative and provide your vision. Do not try to turn it into something that it is not. Do not fall into the illusion that you are the most important person on that set. You aren't. You're students. In the grand scheme of things, you're kids. And you're doing your best to make something cool. Also, remember that trying to make something serious, more often than not, probably won't work out too well. Keep things very simple. Know your limits, okay? You are not going to make a grand conspiracy action thriller in 2 weeks before your assignment is done. Keeping things confined to one room is a great way of doing something more serious if you have a good script. You know, don't just get your mates to act in it. If you really want a good performance out of someone, try going to the acting course in your university and try and find someone who's genuinely really good. Be assertive about your opinions, but not to the point where, like I said, not to the point where you try to overtake a project and snuff out the creative vision of other people involved. Everyone is trying to learn. Everyone is trying to do his or her or their own thing. And what you need to do is be respectful of that while finding a place to show enough of your own vision. Okay? So, to recap, you are not Spielberg, you are not Scorsese, you are not Tarantino, you're not George Lucas. You're a student. One day, if you learn well enough, you might well be a really good filmmaker. But you will not be that way when you first start. So, humble your fucking self. Be good to the people around you. And listen to their ideas. And be a good fucking teammate. You're not the leader of the group. You're not the team captain. Even if you're a director, you're on a team. And you guys are working together. That's the most important thing to remember. If you're a good team player, if you're assertive about your own ideas, and if you're a director and you say, I respect you, but no, I think we should do this, or you admit, like, yeah, actually, that would be a really good idea, that's how you work collaboratively. Okay? Just leave your fucking ego at the door. It's a very harsh lecture, but to be honest, having been to film school, fucking everyone is like that. Especially the boys who go. Especially the men. I don't know why it is. Especially the men who go to film school go in thinking they're the next fucking grand filmmaker. Thinking they're the next fucking Del Toro. It's always the boys. I mean, girls can be bad too. Girls can be bad too. But Jesus Christ, you've always got one of them talking about some grand film idea that he's got, and it just you know, or the kind of motherfucker who says, yeah, I've had this idea for a film script, or I've had this idea for a book, or I've had this idea for this, and it's like their entire personality, but they never fucking write the thing, you know? There's so much of that. So just remember that you're not perfect. Remember that you're not perfect, and just get up and do your best and be a part of a fucking team. Guan, thank you very much for the super. Really, I think that applies to everything. Just be humble and be open. You know, have confidence in your abilities, but not to the point where you assume that you know everything. You don't. You know, assuming that one knows everything is the mark of an idiot. Socrates said that before he got his fucking head blown off by a lightsaber. What was I doing? Farming! Yes, let's get some seeds, babe. Jewel Drawers, thank you very much. Also, someone asked what the difference between being a live-action director and being an animation director is. To be honest, I have not properly directed animation before, so I don't know. My best guess is that on an animation, you don't need to have animation experience to direct animation. What you need is a good art director. On your team, you need a good animation director who understands how to communicate with animators, and then you communicate what you want in a terminology that you understand, and then the animation director will communicate that to the animation team. Right? It probably helps if you yourself have some experience directing animation, but I don't think it's impossible. I think that you can apply live-action logic to a animation. You just need someone who understands that terminology and the technology that they're working with and the style that they're working with so that they can communicate with, through sketches and storyboards, with the animation team. At least I imagine that's how it works, because I do not have that experience. So if I've, with animation, like with Blood and Snow, that was a script that was then sent to an animator who pretty much just interpreted it and was very creative on their own. But if I was to work on an animated project in future, I'd like to be more kind of hands-on with directing it, definitely. Really, as the director of an animation, you are shown a draft and a storyboard, and essentially what you say is, you either say, yep, this storyboard is good, yep, this is good, this is good, can we change that, can we change that, can you show more of this, can you show less of that? It's about communication, and it's about understanding your team's limits, but also pushing them to break those limits sometimes, One of my favorite examples of someone who encouraged his team to break limits is one of the greatest game designers who ever lived, and who is still living. Allison, thank you for the super. Love you. Maylily, thank you very much. Meowie, thank you very much. I'm sweating because why is this me? What? Let me ask you something. Okay, before I finish my current thought. God damn you, brain. Finish my thought. One of my favorite examples is one of the greatest game developers who is currently living, and who likely, once he's no longer with us, will have ever lived. Shigeru Miyamoto. He created, before he created Super Mario Brothers, before he directed before he created Legend of Zelda, some of the greatest, most influential, if not the most influential gaming franchises of all time, he knew nothing about game design. He was a cartoonist who had drawn drawings of Donkey Kong. He had no idea how games were made. Why was he put in charge? I actually don't know. But he didn't know. Shigeru Miyamoto. He did not know how to code a game when he led the team making the original release of Donkey Kong. But what that meant was, much like Giorgio Moroder in the greatest song ever written, Giorgio by Moroder, once you free your mind of the idea of music being correct, you can do whatever you want. And that is exactly what Shigeru Miyamoto did. His lack of knowledge meant that he could push his team to do more than they thought possible originally. He wasn't aware of the limitations of computer programming at the time, so he would ask, can we do this? Can we do this? And they said, well, no. And he said, well, why don't we work around it and do it like this? He approached it with such a fresh perspective and was such a newcomer that in the end, it turned out to be such an innovative project that was so not held back by the expectations that we had for video games at the time that, it is the most famous arcade game of all time. It gave birth to fucking Mario. That's why Shigeru Miyamoto is the GOAT. But like I was saying, Meowie, and to everyone else who has a writing project, an art project, level with me here. You presumably have a computer of some kind. It can be a shitty laptop, it can be an NVIDIA 4090, I don't give a fuck. You have a working computer. Or perhaps you have a notebook and a piece of paper. Or a piece of paper and a pen. What's stopping you? Why haven't you done it yet? If you're not motivated, why is that? Why aren't you motivated? What is stopping you other than your own motivation? Perhaps the project itself is not motivating you. Try and diagnose those problems. Diagnose those problems in why you're not doing it. See, I have ADHD. Pretty bad ADHD. And what I find is that if you want to work around that problem, you need to feed the problem somewhat. So the thing about ADHD, because I see a lot of people saying my excuse is ADHD, and that's fine. ADHD makes these things difficult, but here's my solution as someone who's done a lot. ADHD is all about hyper-focusing, right? It's all about narrowing in on something and doing it, and not doing it because your brain is hyper-focusing on it. And then not being able to do things that you're not focused on. If you cannot focus on your product or on your project, why not change what it is that's making it a struggle to focus on? That's what I do. If I'm staring at the problem and I'm like, fuck, why can't I do it? And I'm getting that writer's block. What I'll either do is get up and take a break, or what I will do is I will think, well, clearly something about this isn't working. There's nothing wrong with going back to square one. This is why drafts are so important. Did you know that there are so many scripts that take years to write? When a lot of scripts are less than 10,000 words long? Why is that? Because they write and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. You do not have to make it perfect the first time. It's like Martin Scorsese said. When you look at your first draft, if you don't feel physically ill, something's wrong. I know it can be very upsetting to put words on paper and then not enjoy what you see. Oh God. It sucks. But that's a step. If you want to do that thing, you need to take that step and be aware that you will make something that sucks. But from the ashes of something that sucks, you can then start correcting it. And you can then go back on it and say, well, show it to one of your friends, show it to a beta reader. Why don't you think that worked? Well, maybe you should change this. Maybe I will change that. Change around some plot points. Make characters' relationships different. Work on dialogue. Just start slowly ironing out what made it worse. And suddenly you'll be closer than you ever thought possible to actually having the fucking thing done. Imagine that. This thing that's been in your head for weeks, months, even years might actually be done. Think about how amazing that will feel. So the biggest thing I think is to accept that if you do have ADHD, or if you just have executive function or whatever it is, whatever problems you have, work on accepting that you will make something first that is shit. Accept that it will be shit. Make the shit thing. And then, once you've made the shit thing, start shaving off the aspects that are shit, and slowly you'll turn it into something you're proud of. It's difficult, but when you think about the actual things that are stopping you, there's nothing in the way of a written product. All you need is something to write on. You need a computer, or you need a pen and a paper. That's it. That's all you need. And time, Give yourself some time. Because at the end of the day, your creativity is wonderful, and your ideas are beautiful, but no one's going to be able to confirm that if they never see it. It's a bit of a harsh reality, but it is the truth. You gotta put these things out into the world for them to be remembered. Or else what, you'll forever be the friend who kept talking about the one project they never finished. And people will remember your stories and your OCs and your characters as, oh, well, I remember them rambling about it for hours. I don't really want that personally. that's not how I want things to end up. So it's I know it's a harsh reality to hear, but the only thing you've got to do is remember that it's a hard fucking graft. It is really difficult, but it's all possible. I'm reminded of one of the old masters. I'm always inspired by the culture of traveling for many months to go and visit a guru. Someone who presumably has all the answers, to just travel for months just to receive their wisdom. I met with one such guru once, many years ago. Might even be 10 years ago now. And this guru went by the name Shia LeBouf. And he imparted upon me some of the greatest wisdom I've ever heard. Just do it, he said. Make your dreams come true, he said. One of these days you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible, he said. And I heard those words, I shit and pissed myself. And here I am. Phoenix Jihang, thank you very much for the Aka Super. I would also like to say to those of you that do have ADHD, because this is how I learned to sort of cope with it a lot of the time when I was upset that I couldn't do stuff. I was chatting with my mum about it, and she said that she, after I said that it was what I had, she said, you know, I listened to a talk with this one guy, and he said that ADHD was his superpower. You know, there are ups and downs to this, but truly, the ability to hyper-focus on something is a bit of a superpower in a way. When you can just sit down and work harder than anybody else just because you fucking believe in something. There are benefits. There are absolutely benefits to ADHD. And I've felt this. I mean, look at me. Look at where my ability to zero in on something has gotten me. The problem with ADHD is when you hyper-focus on the wrong things. But, you know, we can't all be winners. It's almost like, you know, what is it? It's like, imagine a normal person's sort of work schedule is walking 10% of a journey by walking 100% of a journey in 10 days by going 10% of the distance each day. 10% a day, and by the end of 10 days, you'll have finished the journey by 100%. An ADHD person will sit on their ass for 90% of it, and then they will run to the end in the last day, you know? So it's just a unique way of working, I think. But it doesn't mean that working on things you care about is impossible. Lou, thank you very much for the super. It does. It's my fucking playlist, bro. The emotional music always comes in at the right time. Pyros, thank you very much for the super. SJ Merchant, thank you very much for the super. Exactly. Exactly. Anxiety, depression, ADHD, PTSD, whatever it is you have, they can make it much harder, but they'll never make it impossible. So if you have dreams, don't let those words that people have labeled you with, don't let those labels stop you from doing your best. It might take you longer and it might feel harder than it is for other people, but you can still fucking do it. Whoever said it was impossible, you can still do it. Look at me. You know, I'm dealing with all of that. I've got all those labels on me. I'm doing a whole bunch. I'm not amazing at it. You know, I struggle with things, but I'm still doing it. You can too. If I can do it, so can you. That's what I'll always say. I am a very silly man who doesn't always work properly in his brain. So what you got to remember is that if that silly man can do it, oh hell yeah, so can I. If he can do it, oh, it must be easy. This guy. How's he doing it? How's he doing it then, right? That's how I feel about it. I'm a very silly guy who doesn't always know what to do. But if I can do all of this, then you bet your ass you can as well. Silly man with a big heart. This is true. Got a lot of love to give. Would anyone like to receive some love? I can put it on your lips, or I can shoot it on your chest like the Care Bears. That's one of the greatest jokes I think I've ever heard. One of the greatest jokes I've ever heard. You know, the Care Bears, they might be able to shoot love out of their chests. I can't shoot love out of my chest. I have shot love onto somebody's chest before. Tyler James, thank you for the super. Don't want to be the next blank, I just want to make cool stuff. That is a really good fucking attitude. Like, so making a decision, if you're thinking of like a million different things, sometimes you just have to go with whatever feels right at the time. Your gut is a valuable tool. Your gut will be able to tell you what the right thing to do is. If you feel like, I feel like this is the right thing to do, then sometimes you'll go for it. And remember, the thing about being at school is that it's about making those mistakes. If you do wind up making the wrong choice, I mean, you might get made fun of by those people who believe they're going to be the next Spielberg, but it doesn't mean that their opinions matter. You learn something. That's what school's all about, whether you're in preschool or whether you're in university. I kind of don't even want to use this for food. I kind of just want to like put it here so that I can have a farm. You know, I just think it's nice. Yeah, God. I mean, you know, going back to what I was saying earlier, it's such an exciting thing because I think that when you do have some problems that make productivity really difficult, God, it can feel like you almost just accept that you'll never do it. You know, you'll just accept like, man, oh God, you know, it's like I would do it, but I ain't gonna, you know, not today. Man. But then you just start thinking about the idea of, man, what if I actually did it? What if I fucking did it? You know, I'm not trying to call him out here. I'm not going to name him, but I have a friend who's a really great guy. He has a sort of a series of books that he's been working on for a long time, like sort of 6 years or so. But the thing is, that 6 years has been spent outlining the books, you know, like writing descriptions of what will happen. But apart from a few chapters here or there done to like sort of as like a little writing exercise, he hasn't actually started it yet. He hasn't actually started the manuscript itself or like the first draft. And I've been trying to tell him, like, you know, you'll learn more about the outline and you'll learn more about how to develop the plot if you give a first draft a go and you see how it works. But I think that a big thing holding him back, and what I would say to all of you to kind of consider, is that sometimes when you have a passion project, it's harder to start than something you don't care about. Because with a passion project, you kind of base so much of your emotional energy on it that what winds up happening is that you are scared to make it. You're so obsessed with, in your head, you think this project is perfect. Oh, this project is going to be so good. This is my magnum opus. I love these characters. I love my OCs. I love all of this. You can think about it for so long that it becomes like an emotional truth in your head that it will be great. And so then you get scared. You start writing the first chapter and you think, God, you know, I'm not liking how this is turning out, and you get really scared. What if, after all of that emotional energy put into it, it's not any good? Terrifying. But here's the thing. You actually have control over whether or not it's good. Because if you write the first draft, if you write that book that you've always wanted to write, if you write that script, if you make that painting you've always wanted to make, and it's not good, you have the power to stop, go back, and redo it. Change the things that didn't work about it. Show it to beta readers. Be brave and have them say, yeah, this didn't work, that didn't work, because you haven't published it yet. All you have to do is take that and sort of say, well, you know, maybe it didn't work. Let me change this thing around. Let me change that around. And eventually, with enough drafts, you will have something really good. Do you know the movie Uncut Gems? Probably one of the best films to come out in the last 10 years. The script is one of its main selling points. The script is such a beautiful script. It took 10 years to write. 10 years. It took 10 years to write. And there were, I shit you not, I've heard that there were hundreds of drafts for that script. Hundreds of iterations upon dialogue. And what that meant was, Uncut Gems achieved a scriptless feeling to it. It felt as though there was no script because the dialogue came so naturally. They had worked on it so much that the dialogue sounded like just talking, you know. So if the Safdie brothers, who are genius award-winning screenwriters, can take 10 years to write a script for one film, you can afford to take that much time to finally sit down and fucking do the thing. So, you know, I've learned a lot recently about that because I was lucky enough to be a part of NIJISANJI, right? I was lucky enough to have this opportunity. And by having that opportunity, I was put in front of an audience of people who encouraged me. And that is a massive privilege. Jumiko Nekosaka, thank you very much for the super. That encouraged me because I had all of you saying how great I was doing, and so I kept doing it. I think the thing that can feel so disheartening for people who do not have the amazing privilege that I have is that they don't have much feedback from people. When you write something, maybe you'll have a beta reader. And also remember, it's a passion project. It might be years before you see a single cent from this project, and that can be disheartening as well. In a world where you need to work for 6 to 8 hours, 9 to 5 every day, and then after that, keep working. That's fucking exhausting. And you're not wrong for some days just being like, fuck, I just want to lie on my ass and watch TV. Watch my favorite streamer, Vox Akuma, and send him $100 of my money because I just think he's such a sexy motherfucker. I don't blame you for that. I would too if I was you. But, you need to understand the nice part about writing and drawing and all of that and stuff is that it doesn't cost anything either. It's free to just sit down and put words on a page. The only thing it costs you is time and energy. So technically, even if it's exhausting, technically there's nothing stopping you. But it's in moments like that that I like to think about You know, going back to Arnold Schwarzenegger, the way that he had a dream, and no matter what obstacles there were, he just kept going for it because he couldn't stop himself. Going through the rigorous training that there was at military academy, only to then work out even harder after everyone else had gone to bed. He kept going, and that's why he was so successful, because he just didn't stop. I like to imagine that that life is possible for all of you. The life of someone who has worked that hard and is that famous. It's possible for everybody. You just got to make yourself do it. And that is hard. Don't get me wrong. It's hard as fuck to really sit down and do something that you don't know if it's going to succeed. You don't know if you're going to get paid for. And then if it doesn't succeed, if you go all that way, if it doesn't succeed, the hardest part is picking yourself up and trying again. Having written something bad that was not well received, that did not get published. To try again. God, I can't imagine it. Impossible. But if you do, eventually, one of them will get published. And then you'll be in the home stretch. And from then you'll have that feedback loop. From then you'll understand what it is what it takes and how to make yourself do it again. And suddenly you're working your dream. And that, I think, in spite of all the fear you might feel, I think personally that's worth it. Hello. Who's making that sound? Who's making that sound? That pillager? Who's making that sound? Hello. Who's making that sound? Thank you. Thank you very much for the super. Hyper-focusing on an ad-littered mobile game right before this convo. God, I've played some shitty mobile games a couple times. How to do toast. Vox Akuma! How to do toast! Nyanya, thank you for the Yaka super. Just happy to be good for you. Chris, thank you very much for the super. Coming out of a 2-year art block. Words are so timely. Good fucking luck, babe. You can do it. And never look back and say, it could have been me. Yes. It should have been me! It's not fair! No. It still could be you. Just don't fucking stop now. Keep it going. Because there's nothing stopping you, apart from your own will. Motivational speaker. You know. Out here dropping true facts. This post was fact-checked by real American patriots. See, who's making that sound? Who's out here squeaking? Next up, the squeaker's on. Aw, man, one of them got fucked up. There you go. Bird of the Rain, thank you very much for the super. All I need to hear, but it's making me anxious because I know I need to just do it, but I don't know what I should be doing. If you don't know what you should be doing, that's completely fine. The best part is thinking. Don't worry about thinking, oh, I have to start working right now. You've got time. Darling, you have time. It's okay. The best part is thinking. Here's how I come up with ideas, right? Music. Music is amazing for me because I cannot make music. Ever. I will never be a musician. I know that. I've made New Sidonia and I sang that, but I was helped by people who do know what they're doing. Music is amazing because here's what you should do. Here's what I've always done. Ever since I first had the idea I wanted to be in a creative profession. What I did was I started listening to music and I intentionally avoid looking at music videos. I just listen. And I think, what kind of visual do I want to see with this? And suddenly I imagine a character. It doesn't matter what they look like. They look like anything. What are they doing? Well, you know, what setting are they in? Well, this song makes me think he's in a futuristic city. Great. Okay. Futuristic city. What's the city like? Well, it's kind of dystopian. Little Blade Runner. Okay, Blade Runner. What is this character? What's this character doing? Why is he there? It's like, well, he's maybe he's doing this guy. Maybe he's fighting somebody. Why is he fighting him? Who is he fighting? Why is that person there? And suddenly, out of nowhere, a world has been born. And suddenly, it doesn't have to be the one that you focus on, but, you know, just go about it nice and slowly. Don't force yourself to come up with ideas, because this is the part that you have to take nice and slowly. Let these ideas pop into your head on their own. With the script I'm working on at the moment, the main way that I've sort of come up with the story beats and with various moments is by listening to music. I listen to music and I think about a series of events that I've had set in stone for a long time, and suddenly I think, oh wait, I listened to a certain beat in the music and I'm like, wow, that would go great with this moment. What if I did it this way as well? And suddenly a whole new story beat has opened up, and then, you know, by just going for a walk with my headphones on, I've come up with a whole new way of looking at a story beat that I had previously assumed was already done for, you know? So when it comes to ideas, don't worry your little head, because they will come. They will always come. If you're a creative person, and if you've come up with ideas like this before, they will come. Don't worry. Just go about your life. Feed your muse. That's the best way of coming up with ideas. Feed your muse. If you like films, watch films. If you like TV, watch TV. If you like music, listen to music. If you like books, read books. The more that you consume, the more that you will understand. And the more that you understand, the more that you will process that information and you let it inspire your work. Remember, in the words of the great Aaron Sorkin, great artists steal. Great artists get inspired. The best artists in the world will steal outright. No idea is original. If you want to do an exact copy of someone else's idea and just change the names around, I mean, okay, maybe don't do that, but you know, getting inspired by other work is what everyone does. There is not a single original idea in the world. Every film has shades of every other film. Every book was inspired by every other book. And even the very first books written at the fucking dawn of man were inspired by real things that happened. You know, there's probably some, you know, a caveman probably got bonked on the head when he walked outside his cave, and then the first book was an etching on the fucking caveman walls about what happened to him that day. That didn't just pop straight into his head. He was inspired by something that happened to him. You know. Obviously don't plagiarize. Although I'm very amused by some experiments done. Like, there was an experiment I heard about where a guy took Pride and Prejudice and he changed the characters' names, and then he tried to get it published, and they rejected the book, not on the basis that it was plagiaristic, but on the basis that they didn't think it was any good. Which is quite funny. It wasn't meant to be published. It wasn't meant to be an actual act of plagiarism. It was an act of, like, you know, let's see, you know, kind of like the guy who turned down the Beatles. You know, they saw Pride and Prejudice, one of the greatest romance novels ever written, and they were like, nah, I don't know if this is in right now. What are your tips for making a story beat? I don't know. I mean, for me, a good beat in a story will just sort of appear. You know? I'll just be thinking about, like, a scene I have, or, like, a moment that I think would be good. And suddenly I think, oh, shit, what if this character did that? And I'm like, fuck, that's good. And then it just sort of becomes a part of the, you know, the tapestry. And you just kind of move on, you know. I think that more often than not, conflict in a story is better than no conflict. Characters arguing has the potential to have the story move in an interesting direction. A really good piece of advice, I would say, make sure that your protagonist is an active protagonist. The kind of protagonist where things are happening because they are making them happen, not the protagonist where things just happen to them, because that's a little dull, you know. Someone who gets whisked away on a magical adventure is great for, like, the first act, but then by the end they need to kind of have some agency and sort of push the events forward, instead of just, oh, what's going on? Alright, I guess I'll go and do that. Okay. Fault. I ain't seen this before. This is Fu-chan. Fault. Fulgur. Book and quill. What's that now? Finally the tree. Guided by me. That's cute. Take my seeds back, thank you. Oh, bloody fucking... What's that? What? Huh? I'm gonna die up here, aren't I? Let's heal a little bit. How the fuck am I gonna get down there? I just have to slow down. No, I slowed down too much. Slow my descent. Just round and about. About and around. Fuck, man, come on. Maybe I should hit shift. Can't land. Slowly descend like that. Yeah, that's how you do it. Oh no! Fuck. Fuck! I'll see what that sign says. Fuck! Come on! Yes! Follow lighting to Guardian Fire. Fuck off! How is that sign useful? It took me like 10 minutes to land. Bruh. It's a nice system, but Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Is this Pomu's build? Dude. Dude, I've seen her building this on streams a couple times. She's got so many shulker boxes. City Potions, thank you very much for the super. Yeah, concepts are difficult to come up with. Like, that's the hardest part, is just, okay, well, let's make a story about whatever it is. I always find that the easiest way of doing it is, like, just sort of... I don't know, maybe it's easier for me, and I can't give good advice, but thank you. Shinju, thank you for the Aka super. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, baby. Kendra, thank you very much for the super. And Ashley, thank you very much. So... for me, I think a lot of the time, I guess I'm just open to a lot of things. So, for me, for example, the script and concept for my lore film that's coming out soon. I was back in my student house while I was, living with my roommates. And I was taking a shower. And it just occurred to me. It literally just occurred to me. I was just stood in the shower, and I thought, what if? And it was there. Like a puff of smoke. So I don't know, just, if you think of an idea in the shower, if you have a shower thought, maybe just go ahead and write a few words about it. Just try and put it on paper and see if it's, throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks kind of beat, Oh my god. Ow. Just gonna kill some of these guys for a bit. It's always a bit funny. Or is it broken? Huh? Come on, guys. There they are. Come on. Hello, blood. Is that what they sound like when it's just one? There's always so many that I can't even hear what they actually sound like. Hee hee hee. You know what the most heartbreaking thing in the world to me is? It sucks. It's the fact that I think that, like... God. Hang on, let me just murder these fish creatures real quick. Maybe a level 40 or something. I'm good. So... Do you know what makes me so sad? I feel like my decision to, maybe not right now, but like in a little while, to sort of phase out like super explicit sexual content for good. I definitely think that in some ways it's a good idea because it will be good for my long-term comfort, and it will also be good for me sort of branching out into new areas like I want to with sort of more story-based stuff. But the problem is, I'm just so fucking horny all the time. It's gonna be so boring. It's gonna be so hard. I think the most reassuring thing that I can say is that I will still be an immensely flirtatious, very, like, sussy man. My sense of humor will not change. I'm not gonna stop being myself. It's just down to ASMR where it's, like, extremely detailed depictions of sex. It's never something I imagined that I would do. And I'm kind of glad I did it because it was so much fun, but also I definitely feel like doing it too much might, like, not be so good for me, so... Higher tier membership? Well, you know... I get it, but, you know... If I decide to move on, I decide to move on, and that's that, you know? I will replace that aspect of my content with something else that I like a lot. It's just a shame to move on fully, because it did make me feel a sense of intimacy and connection with all of you who I find so immensely attractive, you know, and it's a real joy to just get to express that side of yourself without, like, any fear of judgment. But the problem is, when you're as high profile as I am, there's always going to be judgment, and it kind of makes it sad, you know. Thank you very much, Rosalinda. Concert and someone recognized you on my postcard. That's cool. I'd get so scared. Nyanya, thank you very much. Tamaki, thank you very much. Worried, thank you very much for the super. And Ruby, thank you so much as well. My brother Jason's birthday is coming up. He's a big fan of mine. Yay! Happy birthday, Jason. Good luck with your fencing. Oh, kiss me. Happy birthday, Jason. Jason! 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 Sorry. I watched the Donkey Heavy Rain video and I keep thinking, Jason! Sean! Sean! Jason! 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 Better get some work done. Must be some orange juice in the fridge. Pomu Universal is better. Jason! I love the bug where you can keep yelling Sean during the final cutscene. That shit is so funny. See, this is pretty cool. He just needs like a sofa in there or something, like a fridge. Sassy Leslie, thank you very much for the super. Thank you, Emily. Emily. Thank you, Malo, as well. Yeah, it's been really, really nice to get to hang out with you all. The only problem is that even though I've got air conditioning, this heat wave in the UK is really fucking me. It really sucks. Oh, God. It's not the one, I'll tell you that. I'm going to repeat what you said. What I was saying is that in the ASMR content that I've made in the past, I kind of want to move on from explicit stuff like that. Like, I'll still be a horny guy, and I'll still sort of be aiming my content at, like, you know... I don't think there's... I still, to this day, don't think there's anything wrong with a carefully managed boyfriend experience streamer, and that's, like, what I like doing, because I like the idea that people feel butterflies in their stomach when I talk to them, and the idea that I can make them smile and they will do good, healthy things for themselves because they feel as though they're cared for by someone. I don't think that that's a bad thing. It can be done wrong. It can absolutely be done wrong when people feel under pressure to give money constantly, and people sort of develop an extremely unhealthy attachment that winds up hurting them in the long run. But I'd like to think that I'm encouraging people to take care of themselves in the right way. You know, that's what I want to be able to do, is to prove this kind of entertainment is valid, and that things that women and gay guys and others who are attracted to men enjoy is not supposed to be something that should be reviled or, you know, viewed as cringe or whatever. Like, if you cringe at my content like that, I get it. You know, if I probably would as well, but it's not for you. You know, it's just made for other people, and that's fine. You know, if you want to watch someone else, you go for it. More power to you. Maybe it'd be good for like the whole. I guess it depends on if I would feel comfortable with it. Maybe it would be good to have like a last hurrah for that sort of thing, you know? Like one more for the books. And maybe keep that one to like the whole membership tier. Maybe do like a sequel to The Office or a sequel to the Professor one. And just kind of keep that as like the sort of the epic finale. I don't know. Maybe. It depends on if I feel comfortable with it. I know that you all just want me to be comfortable, and I really appreciate that so much. Right now, the thing that I'm most comfortable with is taking more time to work on, you know, a lot of, like, secret projects and stuff. And I have a lot going. I have, actually, for another project, not the law project, I have networked with a animation studio who are working on 2 projects for me, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see how those go. They're still very early in development, but very interested to see how those turn out. Yes, 2. Some that may be released sooner than you might think. I am cooking. No, there's a lot in the works. I am cooking. I'm cooking very hard. I'm doing all sorts of different things. It's nice. Oh, I like having this. Look at this. Look at this little farm. Onigiri's farm. He's watching over the farm with his faceless face. We gotta finish Onigiri, don't we? Kendra, thank you very much. Yeah, Kendra, exactly. I want people to feel loved. Because not everyone has that in real life, and I feel like, you know, as long as a person doesn't feel as though they need to drop their real life aspirations to try and seduce me in a real way, because, like, you know, I'm not allowed to do that kind of thing for very obvious reasons. If you feel loved and that gives you the motivation to start improving your life, and then maybe you'll actually find love in real life because you got fought out of a depression or something. Imagine how nice that would be. Imagine how nice that would be. I don't know. I think about that kind of thing, and it makes me happy. So I'll keep trying. Sleepy one, thank you for the super. Well, listening to the old ones. It depends. I've considered not like removing them. I've considered maybe unlisting the old ASMR and then putting them in a playlist. So they're like a little bit harder to find for new people, but old people who know that they're there will always be able to find and listen to them. It's essentially so that it would be less of a part of my sort of brand moving forward, but they would still be there for people who like that, you know. And I wouldn't do that for the less explicit ones. Yeah. So stuff like Mad Scientist, Cowboy, you know, the ones with like that aren't super explicit, I think I would like leave public. But you know, for the ones that are like more sexual or not, I think it might be a good idea since like my plan is to sort of try and breach into the mainstream and stuff. Maybe not having them be the first thing you see might be kind of good in the long term. But it's a shame. It's a shame to admit, you know, because I am proud of what I did with those. I think they're good, but that's just the way the world is, you know. You gotta adapt. You gotta do new things, do old things in a different way. It's a scary business. I don't always know if I'm doing it right, but I gotta try. That's how it goes. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. So satisfying. I saw those guys in concert a few years ago. Got a picture with the drummer. Where did I put my wool? I put it downstairs, maybe? I think I might have done. Masterton, thank you very much. Arabella, thank you very much. Just know you're really good at it. Yeah, that's nice. See, that's the thing that I would miss, Zestu, thank you very much, is that from people from those of you who have a history with listening to NSFW audio, being told that I'm literally the best at it, even though I didn't do any research and just jumped in and did it all live, can't imagine how much my ego is going to suffer if I had to stop, you know? I don't want, that's the thing, is that I'm such a people pleaser. I don't want to let people down. And people who want more of that from me aren't wrong, not at all. I like being the goat at something. That's pretty cool. I never thought I'd be a goat. Meh. Where did I put all my wool, bro? Oh well. It is really funny to look at bald onigiri out there with a really flat disc head. What am I looking at? It's you! That's you, buddy. Your likeness. Aren't you proud of me? Aren't you so proud of this really accurate representation that I have made of you inside of the video game Minecraft, developed by Hatsune Miku? Maybe like one more out from there and then we'll be good. Hatsune Miku did invent onigiri, unfortunately. Eliason, thank you very much for the super. Thank you very much, Kayan. Happy birthday on Friday. Ignis, thank you so much. How have you been? Love the Jacksepticeye interaction you had. Yeah, that's an ideal under-the-table guest, but, you know, one Twitter interaction doesn't mean that any of that is going to happen. I'd certainly like to, but you know I'm too nervous to ask anybody that huge for a collab. You know, they're busy. They're busy people. I'm busy too, but you know. I'm just me. That's a legend right there. I was very surprised. I was on the train going to see my family, and I was like, oh shit. That's, wow, okay. Really caught me off guard in the best of ways. It was so nice. Yeah. Yes, honey, I like the baby, but he's got a big head. Right, now we gotta build it out one from the front, I think. Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you, Nicoloke. Okay, let me... Okay, so how do I make Onigiri's little... How do I make his little face? How do I make his little, like, cat face? Meow nigiri. Onyagiri. Ah. I've fallen. Ah. I have fallen. I've fallen! Onyagiri. Meow nigiri. I gotta stop falling. 'Cause I'm free falling. Look at I wish I wasn't. I just want to have my feet on the ground. I just want to be a good boy. Can someone send another picture of the onigiri plush in my live tag so that I have reference? It's disappeared now. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right, so he's got little black eyes. I need some black wool for that. I give him like... Yeah, like that. No! Bastard. Bastard. Thanks, Bluebird, for the super. Thank you, Meowpuff. You're a lot of things. You're sure good at delivering all these explicit ASMR, but remember, we stay because you're funny, charming, eloquent, artistic. No. Thanks. It's nice to be good at something, but maybe it's okay to move on. Like, we were talking about Arnold. He's not a bodybuilder anymore. He was one, and then he became an actor. And then he became the fucking governor of California. I want to become I'm the governor, I'll be back. You know, people can change. And, it feels bad. I don't know. I did really enjoy it, and I do still really enjoy it. But is it the best for the long term? Maybe so. It's really scary. It's really scary to think about that much change, actually, now that I'm sort of confronting it. Okay, that's fun. Okay. Need some more black wool. I'm gonna go visit. Hey, you! Reach for the sky! I reckon I'll feel better about it, like, once the law project is out of the way. Once that's in the public eye and you get to see, like... Because in terms of sort of story and editing and, like, concepts and everything, I feel like that's me showing my full hand. You know? It's like, hey, this is the shit that I'm capable of. You know. And maybe I'll feel better about it, because then I can sort of be really recognizable for something else, I guess. Because right now you all know that I'm, like, funny, silly, goofy man, but most of the world knows me as the sex man. And so it's scary to think about changing that, even if it might be for the best in the long run. No, Ike is the man of sex. Man of sex for real. Still do safe work ASMR? Absolutely. And I'll still do, like, suggestive ASMR, I think. Like, being suggestive and being flirtatious is a different thing from being outright, like, explicit and fucky. You know, they're two very different things. I'm still gonna do ASMR that is not intended for anyone under 18. Like, I think that's fine. I do like doing ASMR, and it makes me happy, and it's a good vehicle to tell a story. Where am I going? Yes, sheep. Need some... Got plenty of red. Need yellow. Need black and white. Nice. Sheen Lapo, thank you very much. Don't listen to anyone else's. No, I know you're trying to tease me. Don't do it. Don't. I'm gonna feel so jealous. No, don't. I have so much NSFW to offer. I have so much. Please. I have so much. Why would you need anyone else's, huh? What do they have that I don't, huh? Really, thank you very much, Saku. Wherever your stress is replaced, I'm the scat man with I'm the sex man. I'm the sex man. Skibidibidip yondododop. Thank you, Yodi, for the super. Yondododop. Skibidibidip yondododop. Now, what are the lyrics to Scatman? Hang on. Scatman lyrics. Oh, I love lyrics. I love the. I can't do the like. What? How's it go? Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If the Scatman can do it, so can you. See, that's what I tell you. If the Sex Man can do it, so can you. Everybody's saying that the Scatman stutters, but he doesn't ever stutter when he sings. But what do you don't know? I'm going to tell you right now that the stutter and the scat is the same thing. Yo, I'm the Scatman. Where's the Scatman? I'm the Scatman. Sorry, I'm reading Scatman. Foggy, thank you for the super. Sunny, thank you very much for the super. I like. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, don't let nothing hold you back. If the Scatman can do it, so can you. Oh my fucking oh shit! I've never seen that happen before. What the fuck? I didn't mean to kill it. No, I got some skeleton horses. Hooray! I don't want to kill him. No. I got 2 of them now. Cool. That just kind of happened to me. I didn't even participate in that. All right, lads. I'll see you around. God. I need like a saddle, but I don't have any.
Daddy chill. Chatty dill.
Emotional support, thank you for the super. You don't need a Ooh. You don't? Hey, yo. You don't? These guys are gonna look great outside the castle. How do I tame it? See, there's a saddler. How do you tame it? Did somebody troll me? Did somebody troll me? It's tamed. How do I move it? Do I need a saddle to move it? Trolled. No. No. Need a saddle. Okay, but if they're tamed, they're not going to despawn, are they? Thanks. Oh, we got lots of supers. Thank you very much. Aoife Sylvia, thank you very much for the super. I have a little good news to share with you. Just learned that I have passed the medical certificate exam. That's fucking huge. Can't imagine being a medical person. Sabina Kadi, thank you so much for the super. Aoife, thank you very much. Really proud of you. Love you too, baby. And thanks, Tokito, for the super. When I watched the Flash movie, I was most happy to see Michael Keaton's version of Batman, because the 2 Batman movies directed by Timothy Burton have always been my favorites. That would be kind of nice, yeah. I refused to watch it for moral reasons, but I'm glad you enjoyed it when you saw it. Kobe, thank you very much. Used to be a strictly NSFW JP ASMR, but after listening to you, it made me appreciate more English. Not safe for work ASMR artists. Yours are always the ones I go back to. Yeah! You're not listening to other ASMR, are you? Not listening to ASMR by anyone else, are you? You're gonna make me jealous. Jen, thank you very much. No, don't make me cry. Why, Chen, why do you want to make me cry? Why do you want to make me cry? Hot take. Robert Pattinson is my Batman. Oh, he looks like a very shifty-eyed Onigiri. He looks like he's squinting. He's like, I don't know, man. Also, the dirt is like a little mustache. That's kind of funny. Like a little soul patch. Maybe he's got like theater goggles. That's funny. Kanji, thank you very much for the super. You're amazing too. Only your ASMR. Yeah! Thank you, Huma. Setting an example. Thank you. Alright, black wall. Here we go. Yep. Yep. Maybe we make the eyes a little more round. Like that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And then I think... Alright, here's the idea. Oh! Fuck. Keep falling. Onigiri, why is your face so narrow, man? Gotta be able to stand on that normal. Yeah. Hang on, let me have a look at the reference again. I see. If I make it 4 wide... He fell off. Shut up! No, I didn't. Summer, thank you very much for the super. I also listen to others ASMR. We not. No, shut up! No! I don't care. I don't care. Minty Marinara, thank you very much for the super. Second time was you hurting yourself playing Ring Fit. No, that's funny. That was funny. What you motherfuckers are pulling on me right now, that's more painful than that was. Right, and then do a little like that. Hee 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 hee. Looks like it's gonna make him look like he's got like massive tusks. But you know what? It makes him seem powerful. Right, here's the plan, right? Do it like that. Go like that. Boom. And then like... Alright, how's that looking? I mean, he's a little goofy. He's a little goofy looking, but I mean, it kind of works. It looks like an undead from World of Warcraft, like with the jaw hanging off. What's he doing to you? I'm building you. I'm making you look more handsome. Avis, thank you for the super. I was thinking about ASMR related to your lore. Yeah, I've wanted to do a lot of that for a while. I definitely want to try that at some point soon. Yui, thank you for the super as well. He was talking about ASMR. Last year, certain Kindred sent me a link like, hey, you might like, he's British too. But I was like, I'm not used to other voice. Yeah, thank you. I want you to be loyal, okay? Roku, thank you very much. Looking forward to whatever you're cooking up. I think that's good. Ring Fit was the birth of me saying you got no ass. Oh, you Nana, thank you very much. Please do not worry. Not be listening to anyone else. Good. There are plenty of VODs. Plenty of VODs. Jello and Pammy, thank you very much. Didn't have the same impact as yours did. Yeah, I know. Of course it didn't. Because I'm the best. Because I'm super cool and epic and super hot as well. Right, here's the plan, right? We'll just do it like that. Yeah. I think that's cute. I think that's kind of cute, you know? Thanks, Anne, for the super. Thanks, Nyanya and Surukula. I have played a bit of Diablo 4. It's fun. It's fun. I haven't played too much. I haven't really been playing many games at all recently because I was with my family. Oh, I haven't done his hair. I haven't done his hair. Oh no, he's also not smiling. He's just like, oh. This is funny. Alright, I gotta give him his hair, and then that's the last step. He's bald. Baldy-giri. Onigiri's bald. Silly man. What's he doing? And I need to give him his horns, too. Let's go. Kind of want to get back into some strategy games. Cities Skylines 2 has left me itching for more of that kind of game. I played a bit of Banished recently. I might play that on stream at some point. You guys know Banished? I used to play a lot of that game. I have a few hundred hours in Banished. I never got too far. Apparently there are nomads that can come and beef up your population. I never actually had that happen to me. Banished is nice. I played a lot of that when I was a bit younger. Giving him that fresh trim. Yeah, man. Oh, look at you. You're so handsome. Nice. And then we'll give him some horns. Kind of on the side of the head, like that. Yeah. Oh, he's actually really cute. No, that's actually really good, actually. Even though his pussy's hanging out. Sabina, thank you very much. Hana, thank you so much. What if Onigiri is bald? I wouldn't be surprised. Lays sent me a lot of other people's ASMR. Somehow find them not for me or boring. Thanks, babe. Kayan, thank you very much. Nekosaka, thank you so much. Parang, Iguru, really well, thank you very much. Yes, reject it all. Surakula, thank you so much. And Crystal made an audio of your kisses in ASMR streams. That's so fucking sweet. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'll kiss you off to sleep every night. Oh no. I'll get rid of Onigiri's dirt staff. No, Onigiri, put it away. What if I gave him a dick? What if it was just like hanging out? He needed something to make all those children with he's got with his blue wife. It'd be really funny. What alternate universe? In Earth something like there's you know in Spider-Verse they've got the different Earths. In one of the Earths, Onigiri is just bricked up all the time. He just has it's the opposite of erectile dysfunction. He has erectile function. Look at the size of that fucking monster. Yeah. Almost as big as mine. Almost. I gotta get rid of that. I can't leave that for people to fucking see it. This gonna traumatize somebody. Poor fucking Rosamie's gonna log on a heart attack. I've heard some people say, yeah, what if his wife's name is Nigiri, and that would be really cute. You know, what you guys don't understand is that Onigiri is a very special name. Like, yeah, it's cute and all, you know, being named after such a lovely snack, but Onigiri is actually a terminology which means ogre's duty. And that little ogre, has a duty to me. Kanji Kani, thank you very much for the super. Not supposed to listen to you right now, but I feel calm by your voice. Why are you not supposed to? What's wrong? Osagra, thank you very much. Started as kanji, yeah. Wayne Chen, thank you for the super. He's already here. Is Onigiri's wife single? No, unfortunately, she is fiercely devoted to her husband Onigiri. She needs no other woman. No other man. Caddy Kane, thank you very much for the super. Moody, thank you so much. Yumi Asa, thank you very much. Heh, duty. Shut the fuck up. Slack!
Slack. Be quiet, you bastard. Slack.
There you go. We built the Onigiri. A really good stream. That was a lot of fun. Shut the fuck up! Manager-san, I love you. I'm going to pause notifications now. Bye. Okay. Bye. There you go. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it there, everybody. thank you very much for coming. It's getting way too hot in here, so I'm going to call it there. But thank you very much for watching my stream today. I had such a lovely time chatting. You've all been so welcoming, and I always get paranoid when I go for a break because I worry that people are going to be mad at me. But you guys have proven me wrong every single time, and it just makes me so happy. So thank you very much for everything. I appreciate getting to spend so much time with you, and I will see you all another time. I may stream tomorrow. I may not. I will decide when I decide, and then I imagine next week I'll be open to coming back with a schedule. But for the time being, I am going to just play it by ear and see how I feel, because I don't want to force myself too hard. All right? Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, FF. Thank you, Sal. Thank you, Kumaki. Thank you, Austin. Cameron. Thank you so much, Moy and Chen. Nyanya. Thank you very much, everybody. And to everyone who sent a super that I unfortunately might have missed, I appreciate you just as much, okay? I am just a silly man who can't see very well. Thank you very much, Aniko and Youngju. See you all. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another time. Nana77, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Love you.
Zook now.